From pretty much the present, this is your host, Adam Graham, welcoming you to a week of old-time radio detective podcast from 2013. Because these podcast episodes are quite old, offers and information contained in them are not valid unless they are reflected on our website at greatdetectives.net. Now enjoy a week of podcasts from our archives at the Great Detectives of Old Time Radio. Welcome to the Great Detectives of Old Time Radio. From Boise, Idaho, this is your host, Adam Graham. If you have a comment, email it to me, box13 at greatdetectives.net. Follow us on Twitter, Radio Detectives, and become one of our friends on Facebook, facebook.com/Radio Detectives. Well, before we do get started, I want to encourage you. A great way to help the program as you make your summer travel plans. Remember to go to JohnnyDollarAir.com first. JohnnyDollarAir.com is a Priceline affiliate. You get all the benefits of shopping at Priceline. And if you opt to purchase your tickets there, a portion goes to help support the program. Just remember JohnnyDollarAir.com when you make your travel plans. All right, well, now it's time to find out where Johnny Dollar is going. It's time for today's episode, The Alvin Summers Matter, Part 1 and Part 2.
From Hollywood, it's time now for Bob Bailey as...
Johnny Dollar.
Fred Wilkins at Northeastern Fidelity, Johnny.
Oh, hi, Fred.
I got a case for you. Remember the Alvin Summers embezzlement?
Sure, he took off with $75,000 about 6 months ago.
Right. We held a bond on him, so we're stuck with it.
So?
This morning, a guy called from a little town on the west coast of Mexico, Santo Tomas. It was a bad connection, but I gathered he had some information on Summers and wanted somebody to go down there and talk to him. I nominated you.
Then he's expecting me, huh? What's his name?
I don't know.
Well, how do I contact him in Santo Tomas?
I'm afraid I don't know that either.
You mean I'm supposed to go looking for somebody whose name I don't even know? How come he's so coy?
I don't think it's a case of being coy, Johnny. Before we could get very far into the conversation, the connection was broken off at his end.
Okay, Fred, I'm on my way.
Tonight and every weekday night, Bob Bailey in the transcribed adventures of the man with the action-packed expense account, America's fabulous freelance insurance investigator.
Yours truly, Johnny Dollar. Expense account submitted by Special Investigator Johnny Dollar to the Home Office, Northeastern Fidelity and Bonding, Hartford, Connecticut. The following is an accounting of expenditures during my investigation of the Alvin Summers matter. Item 1, $220, plane, train, and boat fare to Santo Tomas, Mexico. For a town trying to be a resort, Santo Tomas shouldn't be so hard to get to. The last lap was by far the worst. A creaky, twice-a-week boat from Mazatlan. And I may be wrong, but it looked to me like the only outfit interested in making a resort out of Santo Tomas was the big new hotel up on a cliff overlooking the sea, the Playa del Mar. The rest of the town just didn't seem to care. It was a sleepy fishing village. A dilapidated pier, a long curving beach with the jungle crowding in on it, and a miscellaneous assortment of adobe shacks huddled here and there, sort of digging their feet into the ground. Even at a distance, the Playa del Mar looked too rich for my purpose, so I checked in at the other hotel. It was an old two-story job in town that I found after carefully detouring around a belligerent rooster scratching up a meal in the street outside. Once inside, I couldn't help feeling that the rooster was better off. It was small, dingy, and hot. I signed the beat-up ledger that passed for a register, and a little character wearing a ragged shirt with no collar, a big grin, and a baseball cap swooped down on me and grabbed my suitcase.
Right over the stairs, senor.
Okay. Are you the star of the Santo Tomas 9 or something?
¿Qué?
The baseball cap.
Oh, it's a first-class hotel here. I got to wear a uniform.
Oh, sure. Silly of me. Which way?
Follow me, senor. You come here to fish?
Not exactly.
My cousin has a very good boat to hire a cheap.
Sorry.
Oh. Well, if you're here on just a vacation, I'll be glad to show you the scenic sights for a very small fee.
Hey, look, promoter, before you start making a career out of me, how about showing me my room?
Okay, senor. Here. It's a very nice room, no?
Oh, sure. Hey, look, can we get a little air in here?
Oh, see, I turn on the overhead fan. It's better, no?
No. There's a balcony out here?
Oh, see, with a beautiful view of the ocean, Senor Dollar.
Beautiful. The only thing I can see is the wall of that building across the alley.
But if you climb up on the railing and stand in the corner and look over the roof of the building, there in the distance you see the...
Beautiful. Look,
Benito, senor.
Benito, I gather that in addition to a few other assorted enterprises, you're the bellboy in this establishment.
I do everything.
Oh, must really be a strain.
Oh, see, I'm always straining.
Been in Santo Tomas long?
Si, senor. Too long.
Have you heard my name mentioned around town lately? Anybody asking for me?
No, senor.
Holy rattle. Oh, the door to the balcony.
Oh, it's nothing, senor. Only the fan.
What?
Well, when the fan is on, the door, it blows shut. You're jumpy, senor.
Huh?
See, you are jumpy.
Yeah, well, I'm in a good business for it, but yeah. Tell me, did you ever hear the name Summers?
Summers? Senor, in Santo Tomas is always Summers.
Okay. I mean a man named Summers. Alvin Summers. Here's his picture. Take a look. Ever seen before?
Senor, in this heat, it's strange to use the memory.
Yeah, well, you think this might make you forget the heat?
Quien sabe, Senor Dollar, it might help.
Here.
Oh, $5 American. Gracias.
Now, how about it?
Si, senor. I have seen this man.
Here in Santo Tomas?
I think so.
Where? How long ago?
I don't remember, but I'll try to find out for you.
Okay, Benito. That bill I gave you, I've got a few more just like it if you can locate the guy in this picture, Alvin Summers. Or if you can find anybody who's asking about me.
Senor, for that kind of money, I'll not only find him, I'll bring him to you on a silver planter.
Item 2 on expense account, $5 American to Benito the bellboy. Flying blind the way I was in this deal, I figured I needed all the help I could get. And who knows, Benito just might turn something. After he left, I stretched out on the rickety bed and tried to figure out a plan of operations. I had to make myself conspicuous if I wanted the man who'd called the home office to contact me. On the other hand, if Alvin Summers himself was in the vicinity, I'd have to be pretty inconspicuous to stand a chance of getting anywhere near him. Trying to do both at the same time might not be exactly easy. Yeah?
Dollar?
Well, yeah. Who are you?
Carson's the name, E.K. Carson, and I'm sure glad I found you, friend.
Hey, you the guy who telephoned and wanted to see me?
I sure am.
Well, my luck seems to be holding up pretty well.
Not too well, I hope.
Huh?
Yes, sir. As soon as I saw you check in, I phoned the desk clerk to ask who you were. I says to him, he looks like an American to me. See, I'm in room
Wait a
10
minute,
downstairs.
Desk clerk? I thought you meant that long-distance call.
Well, the reason I hope your luck's not too good, friend, I'm sure hoping to get you into a little cribbage game.
Cribbage?
You play, don't you?
No, I'm strictly the gin rummy type.
Oh, I could teach you, friend. Wouldn't take a jiffy.
Sorry, I thought you were somebody else.
Oh, I sure wish I could get you into a little game, friend. Gets mighty lonesome making the rounds of these small towns.
Are you in business here?
No, I'm a traveling man. Regional sales manager for Hold-Tight Zippers.
Zippers? Down here?
Sure thing. All a matter of education. As I often say, business is where you find it. Why, half the world is just waiting to be zipped up. Great thought, ain't it?
Terrifying. Look, Mr. Carson, if you'll excuse
What
me...
about that cribbage game, friend?
Sorry, as I told you...
Now, I'll bet if you just learned to play the game, you'd find out it was a whale of a lot of fun.
I'll wait.
Well, then, why don't we have us a good talk about business?
Look, if you don't mind, I've got a few things to do around here, so...
Sure, I know. To tell you the truth, I guess I'm just plain lonely. Daytimes aren't so bad when I'm out on the road, but nights I don't seem to be able to find anyone to talk to. Now that you're
Yeah,
here...
well, maybe we can have a drink sometime.
Say, I'd sure like that. Then maybe we can get up a little game later.
Well, maybe. I ushered E.K. Carson, the cribbage king, politely but firmly out of the door. I'd figured him for the man who wanted to talk about Alvin Summers, but all he apparently had on his mind was cribbage and zippers. I ambled on downstairs into the cantina next door. I cut my way through the smoke to the bar and looked around. A few tired-looking characters at the tables, and over in one corner, a little fellow bent over a guitar, eyes closed, in a world all his own. Then I saw the girl, 3 stools down the bar from me. But when I looked up again after a drink, she was only 1 stool away.
Hi.
Hi.
Welcome to Santo Tomas.
Thanks.
Really something, isn't he? That guitar player. I saw you watching him.
Oh.
You know, those guys give me the creeps. They start playing and all of a sudden they're gone. Real far away. I don't think he even knows there's anybody else in here.
Lucky man, huh?
Yeah. It's funny. A cheap rundown bar like this. Nobody listening to him. Except us.
And he's playing like he's on a cloud.
Yeah. There's a flamenco singer like that up at the hotel. At night out on the terrace when she starts those wailing songs of hers. She gives me the creeps, too.
Up at the hotel, the Playa del Mar?
Yeah.
Oh, you must be down here to see how the other half lives.
You mean to see if anybody lives in this town? I sure picked me a great spot for a vacation.
Pretty dull, huh?
Real. At least, it has been.
Oh? Say, do you know that guy over there?
The American at the corner table?
Yeah, the muscle man.
I sure don't.
You, certain?
Of course I am. Why?
Well, he's been staring at us.
Oh.
Never saw him before.
Of course, I've never been in here before. Maybe he's the bouncer.
He sure looks like he could qualify. Well.
Look, he's leaving.
Yeah, I guess we made him self-conscious.
I guess I'd better leave, too.
Where to,
Gloria.
Johnny?
Johnny. I think I'll go back up to the hotel and change.
Then what?
I don't know. There's a moon tonight.
Got a date?
Mm-hmm.
Me?
Mm-hmm.
When?
On the terrace. Half an hour.
She left, and I sat there a drink or two, thinking her over and wondering what her angle was. I was pretty sure she was interested in me for more than my manly charms. And it occurred to me that it might not be too unpleasant finding out what was on her mind. Especially if it could help me locate an embezzler named Alvin Summers. I went up to my room to change. When I got there, I found I had company.
Close the door.
Well, my friend from the bar downstairs.
I said close the door.
Okay. Why the gun?
Turn around. Face the wall.
Okay.
Hands against the wall.
Hey, look, what are you...
Shut up.
Well, if you're looking for my gun, it's under my left arm.
Thanks. Now turn around.
So what's this all about?
That's just what you're going to tell me. What's your name?
Johnny Dollar.
I'll bet.
Cross my heart.
We'll try again. What's your name?
I told you, Johnny Dollar.
You can think of a better one than that.
Wise up, Buster. It sounds so phony, it's got to be legitimate. And speaking of names, what's yours?
I'm asking the questions. You're answering.
Okay, we'll play it your way.
What are you doing down here, Dollar?
Look, I'll make a deal with you. You tell me why you want to know, and maybe I'll be...
Don't play games with me, Dollar. Next time you get more than the barrel of the gun.
Hey, look, I don't know what this is all about.
Okay, we'll cut out the question and answer routine. I know why you're here.
Oh?
So forget it, Dollar. Drop the whole thing and beat it.
Maybe I like it around here.
But you won't like it around here anymore, Dollar. You'll learn to hate it.
You and that gun put up a pretty convincing argument.
I'll give it to you once more, Dollar. Slow and easy so you can get it this time. Go on away. Don't ever come back. If you don't go now, you won't ever go.
Johnny Dollar.
have you been, Johnny? I thought we had a date.
Oh, Gloria, I'm sorry, baby. I've already had a date.
What?
Remember the big gorilla at the corner table downstairs in the cantina? The one who kept staring at us?
Sure, what about him?
Well, he was waiting for me in my room just now. He didn't like the way I parted my hair, I guess, so he changed it with a gun barrel.
Johnny, are you all right?
Aside from a lump or two, sure.
Sounds to me like you need a little nursing, Johnny.
I always do.
It's beautiful out on the terrace tonight.
Santo Tomas, Mexico. Expense account submitted by Special Investigator Johnny Dollar. To the Home Office, Northeastern Fidelity and Bonding, Hartford, Connecticut. The following is an account of additional expenses during my investigation of the Alvin Summers embezzlement case. Item 4, $3 American to Eduardo Moreno, M.D., the doctor who dressed the assorted lumps and bruises I'd collected from the strong arm who seemed quite convinced that I should leave town. For a moment, I'd figured he could be the man who was to contact me with information as to the whereabouts of Alvin Summers, the embezzler. But as it turned out, all he wanted to say to me was goodbye, and he said it very convincingly. But Gloria was waiting for me. She definitely seemed to want to get better acquainted, and although I didn't know what her angle was, I figured it might be fun finding out. I left the joint where I was staying and went up to the Playa del Mar, the big expensive hotel overlooking the sea. There was a terrace with some tables and a flamenco singer wailing at the moon. Gloria was at one of the tables. Hi.
Johnny, what in the world happened to you when I talked to you over the phone?
I'm sorry I'm late, Gloria. You can see by my face I ran into kind of a rough detour.
You all right now?
Yeah.
Johnny, you said it was that man who kept staring at us in the bar where we met?
That's the one. Real charming fella. Muscles, too.
What happened?
I went to my room to change before coming up here. He was waiting for me, worked me over. The general idea was I should leave Santo Tomas in a hurry.
But why?
I don't know, yet. But somewhere along the line, I'm going to make it a point to find out. Cigarette?
Thanks. Well, looks like things are picking up a little.
How so?
I told you I'd found this place pretty dull so far, but now, with you getting beat up and told to get out of town, it's beginning to sound a little more interesting.
Well, I could do with more dullness and a few less bruises, believe me.
You must be down here on a lot more than just a vacation, Johnny.
Oh, I don't know. A lot of people apparently come down here to this town just for a vacation. That's why you told me you came here, remember?
There's only one difference.
What's that, Gloria?
I really am on a vacation, and I don't think you are.
Oh?
You're not the Santo Tomas type.
Why not?
Mexico City, maybe. Havana, maybe. But not Santo Tomas. No, I think you came down here to meet somebody. Or to find somebody.
Okay. Suppose I did. Who would I be looking for?
If you don't know, how would I?
Looking for, you, maybe?
Oh, now that's the nicest thing that's been said to me all day. If you are, it's too bad I didn't know it sooner.
Why?
It would have made this town a little more bearable. Waiting.
Or maybe you've been looking for me.
Well, let's not be blunt here. I thought I was being so subtle.
You have been looking for me?
Well, I must admit I've been looking for someone who's alive in this town. Of course, what I should say is that I've always been looking for you, that I...
Okay. I guess that leaves me right where I started from. Skip it. So, we're just two happy people on a vacation.
Yeah. Okay, Johnny.
Okay. Hey, that music. That the flamenco singer you were telling me about?
Mm-hmm. Sounds pretty weird, doesn't she? But I like it. You know something? Sounds even weirder from down below on the beach.
Oh?
Like to see for yourself?
Yeah, I think I'd like to.
Well, give me a minute.
What's the matter?
Speaking of people staring at you...
That guy again? Where is he?
No, it's a little man this time. Over at the end of the terrace, see him?
Oh, that's Benito.
Who?
The bellboy at my hotel. Excuse me a minute. Be right back.
Sure.
Senor Dollar.
Hiya, Benito.
The desk clerk told me you'd come up here.
What's on your mind?
You told me you'd pay me money if I could get some information for you.
That's right. I want to know if anybody's been trying to contact me. You turn up anything?
Not about that, senor, but the picture you showed
The
me.
one of Alvin Summers?
See, I told you I thought I'd seen him here in Santo Tomas. Now I'm sure of it.
Good boy.
Tonight I talked to a friend of mine. I described Senor Summers to him. He told me he used to work for him as a houseboy.
Good. Did he tell you where Summers is now?
No, he could not tell me that.
Couldn't or wouldn't?
I do not know, senor, but he tell me where the house is that Summers lived in.
Where is it?
You could not find it, senor. It's in from the beach in the jungle a little way. I would have to take you there.
All right, let's go.
Well, not now. I'm supposed to be on duty back at the hotel. I must get down there at once before the hotel clerk finds out I'm gone.
When do you get off duty?
At midnight. I'll come to your room then and take you to Senor Summers' house.
Okay, midnight. Good boy, Benino.
A real good boy, senor?
Hmm? Oh, yeah. Here.
Oh, gracias, senor. But you should not have come here.
Now, look, I've already had one guy tell me to leave town tonight. Don't you start.
No, I mean you should not have come here to the Playa del Mar.
Oh, why not?
Because after you pay your check here, senor, you'll not have any more money left to pay me with.
Well, don't worry about it, Benino. I'll bully it through somehow. See you later.
Si, senor.
Well, hello, Dollar.
Oh, no.
Carson, E.K. Carson, remember?
Sure, the zipper salesman. What brings you up here?
Oh, same thing as you, friend. Out doing a little stepping.
I thought you told me down at the hotel that you figured half the world was just waiting to be zipped up. How can you afford to take the time off?
All work and no play, friend. Haven't you heard?
Yeah, well, I have a date. See you later, Carson.
I'm still waiting to get you into a cribbage game, friend.
Good. That's just what you do.
You mean play cribbage?
No, I mean keep waiting. When I got back to the table, Gloria was gone. I looked around, no sign of her. This I didn't get, and I didn't like. Why would she pull a disappearing act on me now?
Johnny.
Then I spotted her, just off the terrace on the path that led to the cabanas on the beach. I went over. She was carrying a scarf and wearing a one-piece bathing suit. The scarf looked bigger.
Hi.
Wow.
I thought as long as we were going down to the beach, we might as well go for a swim.
Why not? Be right with you. Item 5 on expense account. $7 for one pair of swimming trunks. $5 for the trunks and $2 to get the hotel shopkeeper out of bed to sell them to me. After all, I figured I ought to stay close to Gloria. That's the way she seemed to want it, and I wanted to know why. She could have some information on the whereabouts of Alvin Summers I could use. Well, she might.
Oh, that was fun.
Yeah.
Come on, there's a place over against the rocks at the foot of the cliff.
Okay. What do we do now? Build a fire and roast marshmallows?
I'm sorry, I didn't bring any marshmallows.
Oh, it's just as well. I'm strictly the hot dog and beer type anyway.
Here we are. This is my place, Johnny. I come down here almost every night.
Oh, that's nice.
I told you there was a moon tonight.
Yeah.
And the flamenco singer. Music comes right down the rocks to us.
Doesn't she ever get tired?
Doesn't seem to.
What's she singing about? Do you know?
Uh-huh. It's about a man in jail in a little town. His sweetheart tosses a rose to him through the bars. It drives him crazy.
Cheerful.
There aren't any walls around you, Johnny.
Oh?
The only trouble is, I don't have a rose.
Well, who needs a rose?
Johnny. Darling.
Gloria, look,
You were saying...
You know something? I forgot what it was.
Good. Let's keep it that way, darling.
Hold it.
So who's thinking of moving?
Shh.
What is it?
They're in the moonlight coming along the beach.
2 men.
Yeah. Take a good look at the one in front.
Johnny,
Yeah.
it's the...
I want to work me over in my hotel room tonight. And it looks like he brought along a stooge with a machete.
They're looking for you?
Look, get around behind the rock here, then back up the path to the hotel.
No,
Quiet,
Johnny.
get going.
I'm not going
Look,
to
will
leave
you
you.
please?
Johnny, please. Don't go out there. Now stay out of sight. They can't see us here in the shadows.
Gloria, sooner or later I got a little matter to settle with that big ape. It might as well be sooner.
No, please. I don't want you to get hurt again, Johnny. I'm not going to leave you.
Okay, come on. Let's shift around to the other side of this rock and keep it quiet.
Can you see them?
Keep your head down.
Keep your eyes open. I saw him come down the path about half an hour ago. Maybe it's farther up the beach. Now watch the water.
That was close. Too close.
Yeah,
Johnny, are you in some kind of trouble?
not yet. You seem pretty concerned about me.
I am.
You sure that was why you didn't want me to tango with him?
Of course.
You don't know the guy, huh?
I told you I didn't. Why?
Oh, I was just wondering if maybe he was a friend of yours and didn't want me moving in on him.
Johnny, you're talking crazy. I've never seen him in my life before today in the bar of your hotel. I told you I didn't want you to get hurt again. I mean it. Maybe this will prove it.
Well, that's a pretty strong argument. Look, Gloria, I hate to, believe me, but I've got to leave.
What?
Must be almost midnight.
So?
So there's something I got to take care of.
Oh, fine.
I know, I'm sorry.
Pretty strange vacation you're on, Johnny.
Yeah. So, my timing was terrible. But I had to meet Benito, the bellboy, in my hotel room at midnight to find out more about Alvin Summers' whereabouts. I walked Gloria back up to her hotel and headed for mine. It was a couple of minutes after 12 when I got there. I walked into my room and started to reach for the light switch. Then I froze. The moonlight was streaming in through the louvered door to the balcony, and I could see a silhouette against it. Somebody was out on that balcony, crouching against the door. Slowly, carefully, I eased over to it, then suddenly jerked it open. Benito. And I knew I wasn't going to get any more information about Alvin Summers out of him. After all, you can't do much talking when your throat's been cut.
There'll be another exciting episode in our story of the Alvin Summers matter tomorrow.
Tomorrow? Well, there are some people you just wouldn't want to meet in a dark alley. But sometimes it can't be helped. Join us, won't you? Yours truly, Johnny Dollar.
Yours truly, Johnny Dollar, starring Bob Bailey, is transcribed in Hollywood. Written by Robert Reif, it is produced and directed by Jack Johnstone. Be sure to join us tomorrow night, same time and station, for the next exciting episode of Yours truly, Johnny Dollar. Roy Rowan speaking.
Welcome back. Well, what a note to end on in part two. I'm sure everybody will be back on Wednesday to listen to part three and find out what will happen. We do turn now to listener comments and feedback and have an email from Mark, who writes in, "Hi, Adam. Please run all the parts of a Johnny Dollar series consecutively. Would rather hear the story all at once and not have it broken up by Sherlock Holmes or policewomen. I would put the pieces together in a playlist, but Apple has messed that up on iTunes, and we can't do that anymore. No wonder their stock has dropped 24%. Well, thanks for the comment. Tim explained kind of what he was doing in terms of saving the episodes and playing them on consecutive days. And that's probably the best that listeners can do. There's also is a Johnny Dollar feed in the iTunes store for the show. And, you can subscribe to that so you can just have directly yours truly Johnny Dollar that way, without anything breaking it up. The thing about running, say, all 3 consecutive days, well, I think Johnny Dollar is generally popular. Not everyone is necessarily a fan. And, so probably having 3 straight days of Johnny Dollar shows would probably not be the best way. But I do appreciate your suggestion and hope you will continue to listen. And be back with us on Wednesday. Yours truly, Johnny Dollar, continues with part 3 of the Alvin Summers matter. And tomorrow we'll be bringing you The Adventures of Frank Race. Today's episode is brought to you by the financial support of our listeners, and among them is Keith. Thank you so much for your support. Well, now it's time for today's case of Frank Race, The Adventure of the Lovable Characters.
The Adventures of Frank Race, starring Paul Dubov, with Tony Barrett as Mark Donovan. The war changed many things, the face of the earth and the people on it. Before the war, Frank Race worked as an attorney, but he traded his law books for the cloak and dagger of the OSS. And when it was over, his former life was over too. Adventure had become his business. The Adventures of Frank Race. And now we join Frank Race for the adventure of the lovable characters.
There's something about San Francisco that makes you feel alive. Perhaps it's the climate, but whatever it is, it calls for physical activity. Mark and I had been through a rough day, and yet night found us engaged in a healthful exercise at a bowling alley near our hotel.
How's that for nicking a split spare, huh?
Very neat, Marcus. That's the frame, and you win again.
Yes, indeed. Want to pull another string? Make it for a finish time. Give you a chance to get even, huh?
Let's have a cup of coffee at the counter first.
Okay. Hey, Mac, 2 Javas, huh? Hey, look. There's that dame again.
The girl Mark referred to had been on hand for an hour or more watching our game. She was lovely in an offbeat sort of way. Not at all like an American girl. She came up to the counter, and at first she hesitated as though she were going to take a seat. Then she changed her mind suddenly and walked toward us.
You're Frank Race, no?
That's my name, and this is Mr. Donovan. You've been tagging us for about an hour, and I'm curious.
I have been deliberating whether or not to trust you with a matter of great importance. It's not an easy decision to make when one is in a strange country.
For somebody who is in a strange country, you found us all right in a rather strange place.
Yeah. Whatever you're equipped for, sister, ain't bowling.
I know of you by reputation, Mr. Race. The clerk at the hotel said that I might find you here. I need your help. My name is Suzette. I am the wife of Prince Mohit Bey.
Hey, wait a minute. Ain't he the guy that got that big spread in the papers last week?
Yes, just arrived from India. He's the ruler of the province of Kaijan.
That's right, Mr. Race. He came to America for medical help.
Medicine is not one of my accomplishments.
I know. But he needs you in another capacity. Please, come to our suite at the Fair Hills Hotel in about an hour. You must be near my husband because, well, I am certain that somebody intends to kill him.
Prince Mohud Bey's suite at the Fair Hills Hotel turned out to be more than a suite. The prince and his retinue, including all 12 of his wives, occupied the entire 4th floor of the hostelry. And all the wives and servants wore native garb, making it difficult to distinguish one from another. But we were finally steered to the apartment of Suzette, where we knocked.
Look, Race, tell me something.
Of course.
When these people get ready to leave here, how will the hotel know whether they are wearing their clothes or stealing the sheets?
That is a question mark.
Oh, Mr. Race, Mr. Donovan, come in, please. I have prepared my mother-in-law for your coming.
Your mother-in-law?
Yes, the prince's mother, the Maharani of Kajan. She is in the next room through those drapes. She may be very difficult.
Show me a mother-in-law that ain't.
Quiet, Mark. Let's go.
Gentlemen, the Maharani of Kajan.
The Maharani of Kajan was quite a surprise. She was dressed in tweeds. Her hair was close cropped, and it took only one look at her florid face to tell me she was not a native of India. She was as British as a cup of tea.
My daughter-in-law's overstepped her authority in calling you here, gentlemen. However, since you are here, you may as well put an end to her foolish fears.
Your son's wife doesn't seem to think they are foolish.
My son has 12 wives, and they've all got some sort of complaint. Suzette happens to be French and much too emotional.
But, Mama...
Don't call me Mama.
I don't like to interfere in a family matter. But perhaps you can tell me why you think Suzette's fears are not grounded.
Because she's as neurotic as my son. If he had one English girl in the crop he's married, he'd have more backbone. Providence knows I've tried to buck him up.
Brother, want a battle axe?
Why does your son, the prince, require medical attention?
Not medical, Mr. Race, psychiatric. We came to America to consult a psychiatrist. There's nothing wrong with him physically.
But there is. He's been having
Nonsense. It's all in his mind. You can find that out for yourself, Mr. Race. Dr. Kerner's his psychiatrist. Ask him. It's in the Grayson building. You can see him tomorrow.
Thank you, I will.
Very well, then you're dismissed.
But, Mama...
You're dismissed.
We left the Maharani and stepped into the corridor and did a little broken field running through the other 11 wives who were wandering around like a football team between halves. And then Suzette led us into a small room.
She is so strong, so overbearing. Please, you must help me.
I should like to see your husband.
This is the anteroom to his quarters. I would rather not go in with you.
Suit yourself. Look, Mark, there's something you can do meanwhile. See if you can locate the home of Dr. Kerner. And if you do, call him and ask him if I may drop in on him tonight.
Kerner, okay. See you later.
And don't get detoured by a bedsheet on your way out. And now the prince.
Right through that door. I will try to see you again before you leave.
I opened the door and went into the next room. It was a large room, equipped like a gymnasium. Seated in a chair, wearing an undershirt and shorts, was a burly figure reminiscent of Tony Galetto. He was puffing on a cigar, and he greeted me through clenched teeth and a tobacco haze.
Hi, fella.
Well, hello.
So what are you staring at me for, Mac?
You're not Prince Mohud Bey.
Me the prince? Hey, you got a real sense of humor, Mac. Nah, I ain't the prince. I'm Butsy Regan. I'm a physical culture expert.
Oh, for a minute I thought I'd be needing Dr. Kerner myself.
Huh?
Nothing. I came in to see the prince. I thought he was here.
He is. He's exercising. At least that's what he calls it.
But, where is he?
Over there, in the corner of the room.
Seeing it was believing it. The prince, clad in his bedsheet, was in the corner, standing on his head. His 2 feet were up in the air, and he looked like some kind of a modernistic lamp.
I've been trying to get him to work out on the rowing machine, but it's no dice. I come up here twice a day, and all he wants to do is stand on his head. He learned it from some guy named Yogi. Yeah. Must be a jerk. That could drive him nuts, you know.
Is he in a trance, or can I talk to him?
You could try. Grab a pillow and sit down in front of him.
Thanks. Prince Mohud Bey?
Go away. I am concentrating.
You can concentrate later. I need some information. Do you have any enemies?
I have many enemies.
Like who?
Everybody. I'm surrounded by enemies. Except for my mother. She protects me.
I see. But is there any particular enemy?
Who sent you here?
Your wife?
Don't be evasive. Answer me.
Oh, the one named Suzette.
Ah, just as I thought. Another enemy. Get out of here. Get out before I call for help.
All right. I'll go. Take it easy. Thanks.
Oh, that's okay.
Is he always like this?
Yeah. Happy, ain't it?
Oh, delightful. Just delightful. Find out where Dr. Kerner lives, Mark?
Sure did. Got a joint on Nob Hill. I tell him that you was coming to see him.
Good. Let's drive over. I'm sorry I kept you waiting so long, Mark.
I didn't mind. I had the radio on. It gave me a chance to hear Spade.
Sam Spade?
Sam Spade. Spade Cooley, the king of the Western swing. What do you think I am, a traitor?
Dr. Kerner's home was what you might expect of Nob Hill, luxurious and exclusive. As the butler admitted me, I noticed an imposing portrait of a very striking woman dominating the central hall. I was led into the library, and there was another portrait of the same woman over the fireplace. There were also several photographs of her, expensively framed and prominently displayed in all parts of the room. About 5 minutes passed before Dr. Kerner came in.
I was told that your visit is urgent, Mr. Race. What is your problem?
Well, I'm not a patient, Dr. Kerner.
Oh?
I'm an investigator. I want some information about Prince Mohud Bey. I've been informed that you are treating him.
The prince, oh, yes. Very interesting case.
His wife, one of his wives, seems to think that somebody is trying to eliminate the prince.
Well, the prince seems to share the same view. He's been a problem, Mr. Race. I don't know how a man can be so childish, so muddled.
Then you don't think there's anything to the suspicions?
Well, it takes a long time to be sure. The prince does have a very definite persecution complex, but that's only part of it. The roots are deep in another problem.
Mind telling me about it?
Since you're an authorized investigator, not at all. Prince Mohud Bey has an Oedipus complex that is staggering. A mother fixation of the worst kind. She dominates his every thought when she's near. She makes him afraid.
But how come he has so many wives? She doesn't seem to favor the idea.
Well, as I understand it, every time his mother left the province or permitted him to go on a vacation by himself, he married a new girl.
Understandable. Anything else?
No. I'm certain the mother fixation is the root of it. I know it must be difficult for you to understand as a layman, but it's a common psychiatric problem. Some grown men can be handled like children by their mothers.
Well, thank you. I'll go now.
I'll show you out. I noticed that you've been eyeing my portraits and photographs. Lovely, aren't they?
Oh, yes. The subject is a very attractive woman. Quite commanding.
Ah, yes, she is. The most wonderful woman in the world.
Your wife?
Oh, great Jupiter, no, Mr. Race. I'm not married. My mother.
Oh. Thank you, and good night, Dr. Kerner.
I don't know. If you ask me, Race, it all sounds pretty screwy.
Maybe yes, Mark, maybe no. But Suzette strikes me as being a sensible girl, even though she is snowed under by the Maharani.
You mean you're going to keep working on this?
Just for kicks. Even if there's nothing to it, we've been meeting a crop of lovable characters.
Yeah, I'll buy part of that. We have been meeting characters. Listen to that. Guy blowing his horn to pass, and he's a half a block behind me.
I don't think he wants to pass. He wants us to wait until he catches up to us. Pull over.
You're the boss.
That you, Mr. Race?
It's Butsy, the physical culture expert. Yeah, Butsy.
I tried to catch you at the docks, but you was driving off when I got there. You gotta get back to the Fair Hills Hotel right away.
Why? What's wrong?
I don't know for sure. The dame was hysterical, but somebody's been shot.
We'll return to the adventures of Frank Race in just about 1 minute. And now, back to the adventures of Frank Race.
Police cars surrounded the block near the Fair Hills Hotel by the time we arrived. I flashed my credentials and was admitted to Prince Mohud Bey's fourth-floor domain. I passed the prince's apartment and immediately discovered that he was not the victim. He was in the corner, standing on his head, ignoring the pleas of a police sergeant who wanted him right side up for questioning. I found Suzette's room under police guard. The body of a woman was stretched out near the window. An ambulance attendant was fixing her shoulder. Suzette was in the quarters of the Maharani.
This is no time for hysterics, Suzette.
She's had quite a shock, I imagine. You might try being kind.
Young man, I am the Maharani of Kajan, and no commoner
You
is
happen
going
to be in the United States, dear lady. We're all commoners here, and we obey nobody but the traffic cop on the corner, so you can stop that line of chatter. Now, come on, honey. Sit up.
Oh, Race, it was horrible. I saw it.
Grab hold, honey. Grab hold. Now, tell me what happened.
I was getting ready to retire, and the shot came through the window. And then she fell.
There's one thing I don't know. Who was the victim?
My servant. One of the maids.
An entirely unimportant person.
I told you to get off that line. Shootings are very important here, whether the victim is a maid or a queen.
Oh, that poor girl. Why would anybody want to shoot her?
I don't think anybody did. It was accidental. That bullet was meant for you, baby.
For me?
Nonsense.
Is it? We'll see. Now, you said the bullet came through the window.
Yes, but I didn't even hear it. We didn't know it was a bullet until later.
Is there a balcony outside the window?
No, nothing.
You better call the ambulance doctor when he's finished and have him give you a sedative. I'm going to find the officer in charge. I found the officer in charge and stuck with him until he got a ballistic report. The bullet had come from a high-powered rifle. With that bit of information, I picked Mark up and headed for the streets.
All right, so what are you looking at the building for?
Suzette's room is located on the front of the hotel, and the shot came from the outside. Yet there's nothing across the street but a small public park.
Wait a minute. You mean the shot was fired from the park?
Up to a fourth-floor window? No. The bullet took almost a straight course.
Oh, so maybe the guy with the gun climbed a tree?
No. None of the trees are that tall. The shot must have been fired from one of the buildings on the other side of the park.
Great, but by who? Dead-Eye Dick? It's a good 600 yards over to them buildings.
That's not too far for an expert marksman with a telescopic sight. And that's why Suzette didn't hear a shot.
Yeah, but somebody over there would have heard it.
That isn't too choice a neighborhood over there, Mark. The park is the dividing line.
Wait a minute, that's right. We drove past the other side on the way down before, and there's a penny arcade
and a shooting gallery?
Yeah.
So a shot over there could get lost. Look, I want you to check those buildings, 4th and 5th floor levels. See if you can find where the shot may have come from.
Will do. What are you going to do?
I'm going to see if I can bake an upside-down cake.
I'm telling you, Mac, the cops couldn't flip him over, so I don't see how you expect to do it. Talk to him the way you did before.
All right, but he's turning my whole world topsy-turvy. I feel silly talking to a man who's standing on his head.
So I gotta be here a couple of hours a day, and I feel silly too. But after all, Mac, a buck's a buck. For what I get on his job, I'll blow a bubble pipe if he wants.
You've got logic on your side, Butsy. Well, I guess it's the only way. Nice to see you again, Prince. Let's be friends. You mind if I shake your foot?
Go away. You disturb my meditation.
Ever do any big game hunting, Prince?
Why do you want to know? Are you gathering information for my enemies?
No, I'm planning to visit your country. I thought we might get together and bag a few tigers.
I won't go with you. I don't like you. I won't let you use my elephants. My mother won't even let you get into the province.
You mean you're going to keep all those nice tigers for yourself?
Yes.
All right. Then I won't let you play with my Parcheesi set. See you later.
See? He's as cracked as a glass pitcher after a brewer's convention.
He's not as cracked as he seems to be, Butsy.
What do you mean?
Come into the anteroom for a minute.
Well, sure.
How come Suzette called you to go after me when I was out at the doctor's?
She didn't have to call me. I was right here. I guess she picked me because I know the town.
Somebody could have telephoned.
The doc's number ain't listed.
Where was Nature Boy when the shooting took place?
In there, standing on his noggin. Where else?
You're sure of that?
Sure, I'm sure. I was with him. All I ever seemed to do was sit there and count his toes.
Just the same, keep your eye on him. He may be all right when he's standing on his head, but things may start to happen if he gets on his feet. It was a cinch. Nothing else would happen at the Fair Hills Hotel while the boys in blue were parading the halls. Mark hadn't returned yet, so I left a message at the desk telling him I'd gone back to our hotel to turn in for the night. I was drifting off to dreamland when Mark, as usual, slipped in on tiptoe.
Hey, Race, up, boy, up onto the wall. Come on, I gotta talk. Come on, let's go.
Marcus, where did you learn to be so genteel?
Well, I can't come in without opening the door, can I? Come on. Pile out of the kip. I got things to show you. Let's go.
Like what?
Like where the shot could have come from that hit that maid.
Is it a place that ties in?
Like a couple of Boy Scout knots. Look, Do you know what's on the 4th floor of one of them buildings smack across the park?
I'll know if you ever get around to telling me.
I am there. A gymnasium. A physical culture studio owned by one Butsy Regan. And, unless I am very much mistaken, he is the same guy which you said was hired to keep the prince in trim.
That is a chunk of information, Mark. Toss me my clothes.
Certainly, here. Oh, wait a minute. There is more. And this could also fit.
What is it?
What's the name of that sick, the sick guy, the doctor?
You mean the psychiatrist?
Yeah, that's him, the psychiatrist, yeah.
Kerner.
Yeah, well, that's what I thought, yeah. Well, on the 5th floor of the next building, see, there's an office for James Kerner. Rings a bell. The last name, I mean, so I checked, see. The guy runs a salvage business, and he happens to be the doc's brother. How do you like that? You like my information?
Oh, Marcus, I love it. Let's have a look at both those places right now. The office of James Kerner turned out to be innocent enough from all appearances. It was a legitimate business. We locked the place carefully and moved to the next building and gained access to the 4th floor gymnasium operated by Butsy Regan.
Now, look, lots of barbells and junk laying around. Don't trip on it.
I won't. 3 windows facing across the park. Suzette's room is the 6th from the corner of the hotel on the 4th floor. Perfect view from here, all right.
Yeah, then the maid could have been blasted from here.
Yes, turn on the lights.
Lights? You want to give us away to the cops?
Nobody will notice. It's only a gym. There isn't even a watchman in the building.
Okay, you want lights, you get lights. Yeah. What are you looking for?
This, for one thing, on the windowsill here.
Well, it's just a mark in the dust, that's all I see.
Yes, the same kind of a mark a gun barrel would make if it were rested there to steady the aim.
Hey, that's right, hey.
And there may be an empty cartridge on the floor somewhere.
Hey, stop! What was that, anyhow?
Bullet came through the window, but no gunshot. That means it came from the hotel across the park. Crawl over and douse the lights, then we can get out of here.
Wait a minute. You mean whoever picked off the maid from over here is now trying to blast us from over there?
That's right, Mark. Because we're too close to winding this up. We're going back to the Fair Hills Hotel for our final visit. Going back into the hotel this time was a bit more nerve-wracking than other visits. The would-be killer now knew that somebody was closing in, and we were logical suspects, even though it might have been impossible to recognize us fully through a telescopic sight, which also accounted for the maid being victim of the bullet intended for Suzette. I posted Mark near the elevators where he could stop anybody who tried to leave. I headed for the prince's chamber, but just then the door opened and out stepped Dr. Kerner.
Well, Mr. Race, how nice to see you again.
You're abroad rather late, Doctor.
The prince needed some attention. Mostly medical in this case.
He's been injured?
Oh, no. Just a severe headache from standing on his head. It's really very amusing. I think he's doing all this simply because his mother told him to do it, for some unfathomable reason.
I thought it was an act. Is he sleeping now?
Oh, yes, very soundly. He won't come round until morning.
A man at the elevator may try to prevent your leaving, Doctor. Just tell him I said it was all right.
Oh, thank you, Mr. Race. And I'm especially glad I saw you because I have a gift I'd like you to accept.
Oh?
It's this picture of my mother, since you admire the other so much.
Well, thank you, Doctor. Just what I've always wanted. I stuffed Mother Kerner's picture into my pocket next to my heart and headed for Suzette's apartment. I opened the door, and the room was empty. But I caught the sound of voices from behind the drapes that separated the Maharani's quarters from Suzette's. I moved over and listened.
But why can't I tell him why? Because I have ordered you to say nothing. I know how to handle these things, and I shall tell him when the time is right.
He's my husband. He has a right to know immediately. I've listened to you long enough.
Well, girls, we seem to be having a disagreement.
How dare you intrude?
You keep quiet. Now, Suzette, what is it she doesn't want you to tell your husband?
I'm going to have a baby. A new little prince.
Which the Maharani couldn't keep quiet forever unless you happen to be dead.
What are you insinuating?
I'm insinuating that you were trying to kill this girl so that she and her child wouldn't be able to take top spot in your son's affections. You don't like the back seat, old girl. But you shot a maid by accident. And that's still the stuff that jails are made of.
I'll have you thrown out at the
No, you won't. You hired Butsy Regan to keep him here evenings and give you the run of his gym. And a sportswoman like you can handle a rifle very well, I'm sure.
Mama, it was you.
Don't call me Mama.
Come on, Suzette. I'll take you to another room until the police come here to pick up Mama.
Police picked me up for shooting a servant? Ridiculous.
And Kaijan, Mama, perhaps, but not here, Mama. Not here. Police arrived finally and took Mama away to a place where you can't get very bossy unless you happen to own the keys. Suzette dashed off to tell her husband the news, both good and bad. But she had to save it until the next morning anyhow, until the headache treatment wore off. Mama wound up with a sentence that promised to keep her out of circulation until the expected junior prince would be past the diaper stage. As a matter of fact, there didn't seem to be any point in the happy little family hanging around until Mama got out, so Mark drove me down to the docks to say goodbye to Suzette and her prince as they set sail for dear old Kaijan.
You know, Race, this Bon Voyage stuff always gets me down. I all the time want to cry when I start waving goodbye. Even if I don't know the people in the boat.
They better get here sooner. They'll miss the boat.
Yeah. Hey, look. Here comes Suzette now. Who's the guy, though?
I don't know.
Oh, Race. Oh, I'm so glad we could see you before we go.
Yes, thank you for your assistance. Well, why do you look at me so strangely?
Well, I didn't recognize you for a minute, Prince.
We must go aboard now. Goodbye, Mr. Race.
Goodbye.
And thank you.
It was my pleasure. It was my pleasure. Goodbye. Goodbye.
Hey, that was kind of dopey.
What, Mark?
Not recognizing the prince. You've seen him before.
Yes, Marcus, but you're forgetting something. All the other times he was upside down.
The Adventures of Frank Race, starring Paul Dubov with Tony Barrett as Mark Donovan, comes to you from Hollywood. Others heard in tonight's cast were Monty Margetts, Michael Ann Barrett, Stanley Prager, and Byron Kane. This series is written and directed by Joel Murcott and Buckley Angel. The music is composed and played by Ivan Ditmars. Be sure to be with us again this time next week for another dramatic chapter in The Adventures of Frank Race. Art Gilmore speaking. This is a BPS production.
Welcome back. Well, one of the more light episodes of Frank Race, my favorite part in there was when he said he was listening to Spade on the radio, and Race said, Sam Spade? And he explained it was some other Spade, and Donovan said, what do you think I am, a traitor? That part was just really funny and a nice little reference to another program. All right, well, listener comments and feedback, and we have this from Keith, who writes in, greetings, I'm a long-time listening truck driver. I go all the way back to Dragnet Year 1. I wanted to give you a shout out as I'm delivering in your hometown of Boise today, and it reminded me of the years of entertainment I've received. I'd like to express my appreciation. It's very boring here on the highways and byways, and I find that your podcasts do an excellent job of keeping me entertained through the long days and nights. In any case, keep up the excellent work. I hope that everything is going well for you and yours. Sincerely, Keith. Well, thanks so much, Keith. I truly appreciate you listening, and stay safe out there on the roads. All right. Well, I do want to briefly let you know about the specials we have over at over on our premium site and on the app. The big one that I'd encourage everyone to listen to is John Gielgud in Hamlet for Theater Guild on the Air. We also have a Gerald Moore guest appearance on Dr. Christian, and William Johnstone starring as Herman Melville on Cavalcade of America. So these are some of the extras that are available this month. For those of you who have the premium site in particular, I know if you've got the app, it'll just come up in the listings, but I just wanted to make you aware of that. All right, well, tomorrow we're going to continue with the Alvin Summers matter,
And then join us back here next Tuesday for another episode of Frank Race. Well, today's episode is brought to you by the financial support of our listeners, and I want to especially thank Andrew today. And we will send along access to our premium site as we do with all donations of $7 or more. Here now is today's episode of Yours Truly, Johnny Dollar, as we continue with the Alvin Summers Matter, Part 3 and Part 4.
From Hollywood, it's time now for Bob Bailey as
Johnny Dollar.
This is Lieutenant Gomez of the Santo Tomas Police Department.
Oh, yeah, Lieutenant.
I have been trying to reach you for some time.
Sorry, I was out making some funeral arrangements.
It is about the dead man that I wish to speak to you, senor.
Fire away, Lieutenant. What's on your mind?
Precisely the question I was about to ask you.
What do you mean?
Surely I do not need to remind you that Benito Escanza was found dead in your hotel room earlier this evening.
You certainly don't. But I've already told one of your cops the whole story.
Perhaps not. I suggest that you come to see me so that we can discuss it further.
Is that an invitation or an order?
Let us call it an invitation. But if you do not accept, we will have to come and get
you. Tonight and every weekday night, Bob Bailey in the transcribed adventures of the man with the action-packed expense account, America's fabulous freelance insurance investigator.
Yours truly, Johnny Dollar. Santo Tomas, Mexico. Expense account submitted by Special Investigator Johnny Dollar. To the Home Office, Northeastern Fidelity and Bonding, Hartford, Connecticut. The following is an account of additional expenses during my investigation of the Alvin Summers $75,000 embezzlement case. Item 6, $25 American. Funeral and burial expenses for Benito the bellboy. Somebody had to do it, and he apparently had no family. After I made the arrangements with the town's undertaker, I went back to my room and received Lieutenant Gomez's polite but firm invitation to drop in on him. So I went on down to police headquarters.
Sit down, Senor Dollar.
Thanks, Lieutenant. So?
So, the autopsy has confirmed the fact that Benito Escanza died from knife wounds.
I didn't need an autopsy to tell me that. It was obvious.
But what is not obvious is your part in all of this.
Look, the story hasn't changed a bit since I told it to your Sergeant Romero. I went back to my room at midnight. I opened my balcony door and in rolled Benito. His throat had been cut.
That is the story. As to what is behind the story, that may well be another matter.
For instance?
For instance, in a case such as this, everyone is a potential suspect. Everyone, including you.
Isn't this being pretty ridiculous, Gomez?
Is it? Then perhaps you would be kind enough to tell me if there was some legitimate reason Benito had his throat cut in your hotel room.
Well, in the first place, if you're interested in alibis, I've got one.
Indeed?
Indeed. I was with a girl named Gloria Harris up at the Hotel Playa del Mar all evening. You can check that.
Oh, you may be quite certain that I am checking on all your activities this evening, senor.
In the second place, if you're interested in motives, I don't have one.
No?
Why would I want to kill Benito when I was hoping to get some information from him?
Information of what sort, Senor Dollar?
Oh, I guess I better start at the top, Lieutenant. Here's my card.
You're an insurance investigator.
That's right. About 6 months ago, a man named Alvin Summers up in the States embezzled $75,000 from the company he worked for. The outfit I'm representing in the deal wrote the bond on him, so they were stuck for the money.
$75,000.
A couple of days ago, they got a long-distance phone call from down here in Santo Tomas. The man who called claimed that he had information about Alvin Summers. That's why I came down here.
Now, who was the man who telephoned?
We don't know. I came on the chance that he might contact me here, or that I might get some kind of lead on Alvin Summers' whereabouts.
And have you?
No, on both counts. Benito said he knew about a place where Summers used to live. He was going to take me there tonight. But apparently somebody had other ideas, and a knife to back them up.
I see. Nobody has tried to contact you?
Oh, sure. Several people have, but always for the wrong reason. First, there was a man named Carson, a zipper salesman. He contacted me for the purpose of setting up a cribbage game.
Cribbage? What is this cribbage?
Oh, now, that's something I hope I never find out. Then there was a strong-arm who bounced me around with a gun barrel and suggested politely that I wanted to leave town.
Oh? What did he look like?
Well, he was heavy in the shoulders, thick neck, low forehead, short dark hair, scar over the bridge of his nose.
Scar? That would be Senor Kraus.
You know him?
I know him by sight.
Well, who is he? What's his pitch?
That is something I do not know. Senor, you must understand that Santo Tomas is a rather strange town and a dangerous one. Come in.
Lieutenant.
Can't you see that I'm busy, Sergeant Romero?
What is about Senor Dollar?
Oh?
Well, what is it?
Well, I have talked to a Senorita Gloria Harris at the Hotel Playa del Mar. She said that Senor Dollar was with her throughout the evening.
Very well, Romero.
One thing more. We have just arrested a man, American tourista, Senor Carson.
I will talk to him when I have time.
Hey, wait a minute. That's the zipper salesman I was telling you about.
Indeed?
Yeah. Hey, look, maybe he ties into this deal after all. What's the charge?
Romero?
It's disturbing the peace.
Oh, great. Just when I thought I had a lead. What's the matter? He got a few too many under his belt, maybe?
Well, Romero?
Here's the report. Senor Carson is outside.
Gracias. That will be all. I will talk to the man.
See, Lieutenant.
Senor Donald, if you know this man, perhaps you had better come with me.
Okay.
Dollar! Say, I'm sure glad to see you.
Hiya, Carson. What seems to be the trouble?
Well, it wasn't as much as they made it, Dollar. Fella goes out stepping. Sometimes he, well, you know.
He steps a little too far.
Well, I was only having a little fun.
Senor Carson, this report states that you are at the Hotel Playa del Mar this evening.
That's right. But now, Lieutenant...
It further states that you became increasingly noisy and that at one point, during a dance by an entertainer, you grabbed a serape from one of the musicians and attempted to join in the dance.
Now, Lieutenant, maybe I was a little out of line, but
Further, that when the dancer refused to dance with you, you chased her around the patio several times.
Trying to sell her a zipper, maybe?
Oh, no, Dollar, let up on a guy, will you?
And that finally, when the musician attempted to get his serape away from you, you broke his guitar over his head.
Say, when you get going, you're a real tiger, aren't you?
Are these things true, Senor Carson?
Well, I suppose the facts are correct, but they sound different somehow down here. I was just trying to have a little fun, you know.
See, Sergeant Romero will conduct you to the magistrate. Romero!
Well, Dollar, you're just going to stand there and not do anything? After all, we both live at the same hotel, and...
And?
Oh, you're a big help.
What'll happen to him, Lieutenant?
Oh, he will have to pay the damages, and there will be a fine.
Which will probably go on his expense account. Lieutenant, you started to tell me about this Beetlebrow Kraus who put a few dents in me.
I started to say that before the people from Mexico City built the new hotel, this town unfortunately used to be something of a haven for undesirable characters from the United States.
Fugitives, huh?
Some of them still remain. And although I know very little about Senor Kraus, it is probable that he is one of them.
Could be.
You say that he and Senor Carson are the only ones who have made any effort to contact you?
Yeah, except for Gloria Harris, of course. I still haven't found out what's on her mind. I mean, what else is on her mind. She says she's down here on a vacation.
Indeed. In that case, it has certainly been a long vacation.
What do you mean?
She has been here for several months, to my knowledge.
Well. Now, that's very interesting, Lieutenant. Thanks. Anything else you want to ask me about Benito?
Not at the moment, but I suggest you remain available.
You know where to find me.
One moment, Senor Dollar. A word of warning. As I told you, this town can be a dangerous place. I would suggest that you be quite careful.
Yeah.
And one thing I wish to impress upon you. If you are at any time tempted during your investigation to take the law into your own hands, I assure you that you will regret it.
Well, in that case, I hope you're around when and if I need you.
Whether or not I am available, the warning still applies.
Okay. Be seeing you.
Johnny.
Wow, Gloria. I thought you were tucked in for the night.
I couldn't sleep, so I called your hotel.
Oh?
They told me that the bellboy had been murdered, that you were at the police station, so I came down here. Is there anything I can do?
Not for Benito, I'm afraid.
He was killed in your room?
Yeah.
You think he could have been killed by mistake?
Mistake? You mean maybe I was supposed to be the target? Hey, it's a thought.
Johnny, you're in trouble of some kind. I wish you'd tell me what it is. You're not just down here on a vacation.
Speaking of vacations, Gloria, let's...
Johnny, what is it?
Keep looking straight ahead. There's somebody across the street in the shadows. He's tailing us.
Can you see who it is?
When he goes past that light, I'll be... Well, what do you know? My old friend Krause again.
You mean the man who came to your room and was looking for you on the beach?
That's the boy. Funny how he always seems to pop up when I'm with you.
Johnny, I tell you, I don't know him.
Doesn't matter right now. Come on. Turn into the alley here. Okay. Now keep going straight down this alley and out the other end. Go back to your hotel and I'll call you there later. I may be a while.
What are you going to do?
Wait for him.
No, Johnny.
Look, Gloria, don't give me any argument this time. Get going. After she was out of sight, I ducked into a doorway. Then I waited. Yeah, Krause was following all right. I waited until he got right up to me. Then I dove at him. You! That's right, me. Drop the gun. Drop it. Yeah, this time I'm ready for you, sweetheart. Funny thing about me, Krause. I don't like guys working over me with a gun barrel, ever. All right. Now you're going to tell me what this is all about. Why you've been tailing me. Why you worked me over with a gun barrel in my room last night. I want to hear all about it.
You know why.
Talk. I said talk.
You're not taking me back.
Taking you back?
I know you came down here after me, but I ain't going back.
What are you talking about?
I know what happens to a three-time loser.
Three-time?
Want me back home, you gotta carry me.
Hey, wait a minute. You ever hear of a man named Alvin Summers?
Oh?
How about Gloria Harris?
No.
You sure about that, Krause?
Look, Donnie. Look, I'm telling you the truth.
Yeah, I guess you are. You're too punchy right now to give me a routine. Yeah, I think I get it. You're wanted in the States. You figured I was a cop and came down here to make a pinch. Brother, right now I sure wish I was.
You mean you...
No, I'm no cop.
Oh. Guess I made a mistake.
You sure did, Buster.
No hard feelings?
Oh, no, not at all. I just love the feel of a gun barrel whipping across my face. Krause, I got a nice little piece of advice for you. Next time, you better find out what the score is before you jump into the ball game. I left him there in the alley and went back to my hotel. Then, just as I was about to open the door to my room, I heard someone moving around inside. I went quietly down to the end of the hall, out the window, then eased along the balcony back toward my room. Inside it was dark, but I could make out someone bent over my luggage, searching it. I edged across the room, slowly. Then I lunged.
Ah!
Hello, Gloria.
Johnny.
Yeah, Johnny. Helping me unpack, maybe.
Look, I can explain, Johnny.
You know something? That's just exactly what you're gonna do.
Johnny Dollar.
Yeah, remember me, sweetheart?
Johnny, I didn't
I'm
think...
the guy you were making the big pitch for. Dancing, moonlight on the beach, the complete routine. Oh, I gotta hand it to you, baby. That was real nice acting.
No, it wasn't acting, Johnny. I meant it, all of it.
Oh, sure, Gloria, sure. That's why I catch you here and searching my room. That's all part of the big romance, huh?
I can explain.
And that's just what you're gonna do. Hey, look, Gloria, one guy has already wound up dead on this deal. I've got a strong hunch I'm number 2 man on the list. And this baby I do not want. Santo Tomas, Mexico. Expense account submitted by Special Investigator Johnny Dollar. To the Home Office, Northeastern Fidelity and Bonding, Hartford, Connecticut. The following is an account of additional expenses during my investigation of the Alvin Summers embezzlement of $75,000. Item 9, $17.60. Business entertainment for one Gloria Harris. Believe it or not, I wasn't going to put that item on the account because I figured it might just possibly be a private romance. But when I caught Gloria searching my hotel room, I knew she tied into the deal somehow. That she could give me information on Summers' whereabouts.
Johnny, please.
Oh, no, you're not leaving, Gloria, not yet.
I'm not trying to get away. Oh, what's the use? You'd never believe me.
Why should I? You lied to me.
I lied to you once. Only once. When I told you I'm here on a vacation. I'm not.
Surprise.
The truth is, I'm stranded down here.
Stranded? Oh, sure. That's why you're staying at the Playa del Mar, the most expensive hotel in town.
I don't mean no money. I mean no passport.
Oh.
It's true. You got a cigarette, Johnny?
Yeah, here.
Thanks. Yeah. I've been stuck in this ratty town for 4 months now. Just hoping every day that I could figure out some way or find somebody to help me get back to the States.
How come you picked this town? Assuming I believe you.
Because I heard that fugitives from the States sometimes came here. I've been drifting around for a year, from place to place. I guess I thought my luck had changed here. Well, it hasn't.
How'd you lose your passport in the first place?
I'll tell you if you really want to know, Johnny. Personally, I'd rather skip it. It's a long story, not a very pretty one. And it's all in the past. Let's just say I made a mistake about a guy.
Okay, Gloria, okay. But there's one little item you haven't told me. Why you were searching my room just now.
Because I was trying to find out something about you, Johnny. The reason why you're down here.
Why?
So maybe I could make a deal with you.
Deal?
You help me get a passport. And I'll help you.
How can you help me?
You're looking for Alvin Summers, aren't you?
Oh, am I?
6 months ago, he embezzled $75,000 up in the States and took off.
Go on.
You came down here to find him. You're an insurance investigator.
Keep talking.
That's all. That's it.
Now maybe you wouldn't mind telling me how you know all of... Oh, sure. That report in my suitcase.
And the picture. Alvin Summers, I know him. I can help you, Johnny.
Where is he?
First, I've got to know if you'll help me.
The passport?
The passport.
Well, what do you expect me to do about that?
In your business, Johnny, you must meet a lot of people, all kinds. Maybe one of them has an extra passport or two for a price, maybe.
All right, I'll see what I can do.
That the best you can say?
That's the best. Take it or leave it.
All right, I'll take it. I haven't any choice.
Now, about Alvin Summers.
I'll take you there, to Summers' place.
Where is it?
Down the beach, about a mile below town. Then into the jungle a little way.
How come you know where it is?
I met Alvin Summers a couple of months ago.
Here in Santo Tomas?
Yeah. I went there once for dinner.
Okay, you take me there, Gloria.
First, I'd better go up to the hotel and change. The country's pretty rough on clothes.
Okay, I'll meet you at your hotel in half an hour.
Johnny. I only lied to you about one thing. The reason I was down here. The rest of it I meant. Last night. On the terrace and on the beach. I meant all of it. Really, Johnny. And I mean this.
You know, I'm kind of glad you told me that. See you in half an hour. I stayed there a while after she left, going over the case in my mind. Maybe she was telling me the truth. But whether she was or not, I had to follow up any lead I could find, because I was getting nowhere the way things were. Half an hour later, as I was starting out of my room to go pick her up, my phone rang. It was a long-distance call from the States.
Fred Wilkins at Northeastern Fidelity, Johnny.
Hi, Fred.
Well, how's the fishing down there?
Fishing? As a matter of fact, it hasn't been so good so far, Fred.
That's too bad, but I'll bet the swimming is all right, huh?
Whoa there, what's eating you?
I didn't send you down there for a vacation.
Well, you got a great sense of humor. You should see this place vacation.
Then what have you been doing down there?
Well, what do you think I've been doing? I've been looking for whoever it was that telephoned you and said he had information on Alvin Summers.
You couldn't have been looking very hard. He called me again this morning.
He what?
That's right. He wondered if I'd sent anyone down there yet.
Hey, look, Fred, this guy is not easy to find, believe me. And I think I know why. Obviously, somebody doesn't want him to talk, and that somebody could be Alvin Summers, about one jump behind him.
Summers, you think he's around there?
Could be. I'm leaving right now to find out. I've got a lead on where he lives. There's somebody at the door. I'll call you when I get anything.
Do that.
Brother. Fishing. Oh, Lieutenant Gomez. Well, look, I'm in sort of a hurry right now.
This will not take long.
Okay. What is it, Lieutenant?
Early this morning, one of my men found Senor Krause in the alley.
How is he feeling?
He had been badly beaten. He would not tell us anything, but it was fairly obvious who had done this to him.
So?
So, the last time we talked, Senor Dollar, I warned you not to attempt to take the law into your own hands.
Now listen, Gomez, if you think I want to take a pistol whipping like he gave me and not do anything about it,
Do not misunderstand. I care nothing about Krauss personally or what happens to him. I'm thinking about something more important.
For instance?
You are looking for Alvin Summers, a man who quite obviously does not want to be found.
So?
So, when you find him, it is quite possible that there will be trouble.
Granted. But let's face a few facts, Lieutenant. You and your boys can't help me. You're in charge of the Santo Tomas police force, all 2 men. And I imagine you've got a few other things on your mind besides an embezzler from the States and an insurance investigator.
That may
So
well
that
be
means
true.
I've got to do it on my own.
Very well, Senor Dollar. This morning I attended the funeral of Benito Enscanza, who was killed because he had information about Alvin Summers. If you find Summers and take the law into your own hands again, I fear I may have to attend another funeral. Yours.
That's what I liked about Gomez. He was the cheerful type. Well, I picked up Gloria at her hotel and we headed for Summers' place. We walked down the beach about a mile below town. The beach kept narrowing as the jungle crowded closer and closer to the water.
This place is in from the beach a ways. There's a little path pretty soon that leads in. You could walk right by it and never see it. Here it is.
And that's just what we'll do. Walk right by it. I don't want to lead anyone else here.
There's nobody else on the beach.
I'm not talking about the beach. That's a regular jungle in there. 20 people could be watching us, so we'd never see them.
Oh, I guess so.
Okay. We'll go in here, then work our way back to the path. Brother, this is pretty thick in here.
Yeah. Oh, when you're walking through thick brush like this, you always feel like somebody's watching you. Imagination gets pretty strong sometimes.
I think it's a little more than imagination.
What do you mean?
Stop a minute. Listen.
I don't hear it. Johnny.
Yeah, somebody's tailing us again. Look, keep moving straight ahead. I'm going to circle and see if I can intercept him.
All right, but be careful.
Gloria moved on, and I started circling to the right. Every few seconds, I'd stop and listen. Yeah, he was still there. I pegged the direction of the sound and started edging toward it slowly. Then my foot caught on a butt. I scrambled to my feet and kept going in the same direction. There was a small clearing ahead. I reached it, stopped, and listened. Nothing. Whoever I was chasing seemed to know the country better than I did. He'd disappeared. I caught up with Gloria a couple of 100 yards farther along the trail.
Any luck, Johnny?
No. Whoever it is pretty good at keeping out of sight.
Are you sure it was a person? It might have been some kind of animal.
Yeah, maybe.
You can see a corner of Alvin Summers' hut from here. Past that big tree.
Yeah, come on. And stay behind me.
All right.
If there's any trouble.
You think there will be?
Look, a guy who's this careful about hiding doesn't usually welcome visitors. Quiet now. No sign of life. Keep back against the wall. I'm going to open the door. Okay, Gloria.
Nobody home, huh?
Nobody home. Well, he seems to have a pretty comfortable place here.
You like to live in jungles.
Yeah.
What?
Looks like he hasn't been around for several days.
Oh?
The food in these cupboards, pretty moldy. Yeah, I guess they've cleared out.
They?
Uh-huh. He and whoever was here with him.
What makes you think someone was?
For one thing, 2 sets of dirty dishes over there.
Maybe he just wasn't neat.
He'd have to have been awfully neat to use 2 toothbrushes and 2 kinds of toothpaste, and 2 people have been eating at this table. See the crumbs?
Maybe there's something around here that could give you a clue to where he might be now.
Maybe. If he's still alive.
What do you mean? You think he isn't?
Oh, I don't know. But if somebody else was living here, too, it could mean he had a partner in this deal. And it's a funny thing about that kind of playmates. Sooner or later, they start quarreling about who's going to hold the marbles. $75,000 worth in this case.
Johnny, if he is dead, that leaves you nowhere.
Maybe not. Hey, listen.
What?
Yeah. Sounds like our shadow is somewhere outside. Keep talking, Gloria. Normal tone. I'm going out the back way and see if I can spot him.
Why don't you look around the hut, Johnny?
Gloria kept up a line of patter while I slipped out the back door and into the brush. I listened.
Do you want me to do anything?
Nothing but the sound of Gloria's voice.
Johnny?
He had to be somewhere near. But where? I worked my way around to the front of the cabin, still under cover. No sign. I kept on around the other side. Then, as I started to climb over a fallen tree trunk, I saw a shadow out of the corner of my eye.
Hold it. Don't turn around.
The voice was behind me. I could see the rest of the shadow now, a hand with a gun. And I knew it was zeroed in on my backbone.
I said hold it.
I'm holding.
Drop your gun. Kick it backwards, quick.
Hey, look, whoever you are...
Don't turn around.
Okay.
And don't try to move.
Mind telling me...
Keep your eyes straight ahead. Any move at all, it'll be your last.
There'll be the final exciting episode in our story of the Alvin Summers matter tomorrow.
Yes, tomorrow. How to find out what you've been looking for the hard way. Join us, won't you? Yours truly, Johnny Dollar.
Yours truly, Johnny Dollar, starring Bob Bailey, is transcribed in Hollywood. Written by Robert Reif, it is produced and directed by Jack Johnstone. Be sure to join us tomorrow night, same time and station, for the next exciting episode of Yours truly, Johnny Dollar. Roy Rowan speaking.
Welcome back. Well, a couple of interesting points. First of all, I like that Johnny established, or that the writers established, that each part in the episode doesn't have to begin with Johnny answering the telephone, as long as somebody's saying the name of Johnny Dollar. And I remember enough about this serial that'll continue when we get to part 5. We're leaving you in some suspense for a couple of days. I'm certainly looking forward to hearing the solution to this. Incredibly well-paced, well set up. Really a great story so far. The only thing I will say is I'm somewhat disappointed in Johnny Dollar not liking cribbage. Great game. Favorite card game, I guess it's been passed down, my grandfather to my father to me. So that's my fondness for it. But I probably bet that Johnny Dollar's more of a poker guy. Alright, well, listener comments and feedback. We have this from Andrew. And he writes, your podcasts have been a great enjoyment through a bitterly cold Fairbanks winter here in Alaska, most especially since I had double knee surgeries. While I waited for doctors to get to me, your programs played in the smiles and memories brought through earbuds. Thank you very much. And he said that these radio programs remind me of being 5 to 7 years old, sitting on my grandfather's lap, listening to Mystery Theater and other radio programs in the hunting shack. Thank you for your time and efforts. Hopefully I can make monthly contributions to help this great site up and running for my personal usage. Plus, radio in Alaska is horrid. Well, we're glad to provide you some great entertainment through the power of the internet, and every contribution definitely appreciated. Now, Andrew did reference the donation button, kind of hard to find, and so I'm going to work on that. I'm thinking of trying to modify the data we have at support.greatdetectives.net so that it's set during the times we're not doing the listener support campaign as kind of a all year donation spot that will work for people and be easy for folks to find. So thanks for all your feedback and for your great support, and hope your recovery continues to go well up there in Alaska. I've always thought it'd be fun to go to Alaska in the summer. I don't know if I'd want to stay a whole time with those long days, but maybe a couple of them wouldn't be so bad. I've always been a bit of a night owl and reluctant to go to sleep. So 2 or 3 20-hour days, it seems like it'd be an interesting concept. Well, anyway, that'll do it for today. We'll be back tomorrow with Sherlock Holmes, and then join us on Friday for the big finale as we wrap up the Alvin Summers matter. I do want to encourage you to, if you have the Kindle or one of the Kindle reading apps, to download a copy of my essay, What Made the Golden Age Shine. In this 8,000-word essay, I answer the question of why somebody relatively young has such a great interest and love of the Golden Age entertainment, talk about the unique properties and qualities that made it so unique, citing examples such as Lou Costello, Jimmy Durante, Gone with the Wind, and much more. It's available for 99 cents in the Kindle store. Pick up your copy today. Now it's time for today's episode of The Adventures of Sherlock Holmes, The Adventure of the Norwood Builder.
Hello. What's this, Watson?
Someone in quite a remarkable state of agitation, Holmes. And whoever it is not even waiting for Mrs. Hudson's good offices.
A man from his step. A young one from his energy.
And a strong one from his tug on the bell pull.
Mr. Holmes, I'm nearly mad.
Oh, do sit down, won't you?
Mr. Holmes, I am the unhappy John Hector McFarlane.
Pray have a cigarette, Mr. McFarlane.
Oh, you mustn't blame me. I'm nearly mad, I tell you.
I blame you for nothing. But if you don't sit down and compose yourself, I can't possibly listen to you. Well?
I'm sorry. Yes, of course. But if you only knew...
When you are fully composed, you must tell us very slowly and quietly who you are and what it is you want. You mentioned your name as if I should recognize it. But I assure you I know nothing whatever about you. Beyond the obvious facts that you're a bachelor, a solicitor, and a Freemason.
Mr. Holmes, how on earth...
Oh, you mustn't mind him, Mr. McFarlane. It looks like a conjuring trick, but it's really quite simple. Well, he deduced the first fact from the general untidiness of your tie, if I may say so, and the second from the sheaf of legal papers sticking out of your pocket there, and the third from the charm on your watch chain.
Upon my soul, Watson, you improve. You do indeed.
Well, thank you, Holmes. And now I fancy Mr. McFarlane's calm enough to tell us his story coherently.
Mr. Holmes, I'm everything you said, and in addition, I'm the most unfortunate man in London. I'm calm enough now, but I had to know you'd be working for me. And it's just that I had to get here before they did.
Oh, and who are they, Mr. McFarlane?
The police. They're on their way to arrest me.
The police? This is really most gratifying. Quite interesting. On what charge, may I ask?
Of murdering Mr. Jonas Oldacre of Lower Norwood.
Dear me.
Look there, Mr. Holmes, there, at that newspaper. Look at that headline.
Yes, Watson. Pray look at this. The second page, as I recall, it runs, Mysterious Affair at Lower Norwood, Disappearance of Well-Known Builder, Murder and Arson.
Yes, and here you see, below...
A clue to the criminal, the mysterious Mr. McFarlane.
That's the clue they're following now. A man was after me at London Bridge Station. What's that? Who is it, Mr. Holmes?
We must wait and see. Of course, you understand, Mr. McFarlane, that I don't necessarily accept your case.
Oh, Mr. Holmes, I'll
listen at least. And if you...
John Hector McFarlane, I arrest you for the willful murder of Mr. Jonas Oldacre of Lower Norwood. Good morning, Inspector. Do come in, won't you?
That's all very well, Dr. Watson. But I've been following this young man, Mr. Holmes, and I want him.
A quarter of an hour, more or less, can make no difference to you, Lestrade. This gentleman was about to give us his account of the affair. Perhaps I might help to clear it up.
I don't think I shall have any difficulty in clearing it up, Mr. Holmes. Still...
Oh, it's a warm day, Lestrade, is it not? And you've been making such haste. You'll find refreshments on the table over there. I think I may say I've done you one or two good turns in my time at the yard, Lestrade. So just let me have my quarter of an hour, will you?
Well, it's true enough. It's difficult to refuse you, Mr. Holmes. But I'm bound to remain with my prisoner, of course, and I'm bound to warn him that anything he says may appear in evidence.
I don't want anything better, sir. Thank you, Mr. Holmes.
Not at all. Thank you, Lestrade. Now, Watson. Watson.
Huh?
There's really no need for you to be learning the entire newspaper by heart.
Well, speaking of me, Holmes, this is really quite interesting.
Come, Watson. The facts. The facts. The facts.
And so I summarized the facts. It appeared that the night before, at about 12 o'clock, there had been a sudden alarm of fire at the house of Mr. Jonas Oldacre, a wealthy builder of Lower Norwood. The fire had started in a small timber yard behind the house, where some stacks of wood were stored. It was brought under control by the fire brigade without any trouble, but among the ashes some charred remains were found. Mr. Oldacre himself was missing, and in his room the safe had plainly been burgled, and there were signs of a struggle with some blood. It was known that the builder had had a late visitor the night before, none other than young Macfarlane, and among the litter of papers round the safe a heavy oaken stick had been found, also smeared with blood, which had been identified as his. It seemed clear that murder had been done, and the body dragged to the wood stack for disposal.
Why, what could be more natural, Mr. Holmes? I got on this young man's trail at once.
And arrived to arrest him in our humble chambers. Well, well, the case certainly has some points of interest, Watson.
I swear I didn't do it, Mr. Holmes.
Yes, quite so, Mr. Macfarlane. But let us take the facts first. It's true, I suppose, that you did visit Mr. Oldacre last night.
I did. I won't keep anything back, Mr. Holmes.
You better not, young man.
You knew him well, I take it.
I didn't know him at all.
What?
At least I knew of him, but I'd never met him. He was a friend of my parents long ago, but they had drifted apart. I only knew the name.
And how did you come to visit him, then?
He suddenly walked into my office in the city yesterday and introduced himself. I've a place near London Bridge, you know. He said he had some business for me to do, and he handed me some sheets of paper. Here they are, Mr. Holmes.
The draft of a will, eh?
He said he wanted me to put it all in proper legal shape. You can imagine my amazement when I saw...
That he'd left everything to you, Mr. Macfarlane, just so. Watson, look at this.
Remarkable. You'd never met him in your life before, you say?
Never. He was a queer little ferret-like man. I didn't like him much, but there it was. He'd left me everything.
Did he tell you why?
He said he hadn't any relations, and he'd known my parents in his youth, and he'd followed my career, and so he felt he'd like to do it for old time's sake, and because I was a deserving case.
Oh, quite touching. We underestimate the power of sentiment, Watson. Well, what then, Mr. Macfarlane?
Well, he said there was some title deeds and so forth at his house in Norwood, and that he'd want me to have a look at them too. And he said his mind wouldn't be easy till it was all settled, so he asked me to go out there.
He insisted that it should be last night.
Yes. After supper, he said. He wouldn't hear of anything else. Oh, and I wasn't to mention anything to my parents.
Uh-huh.
It was to be a surprise to them.
Well, why didn't you stay the night at Mr. Oldacre's?
He hadn't invited me. Only to look at the papers. I put up at a hotel in Norwood itself. And then, this morning...
One moment. You called on him after supper as arranged, of course.
About 9:30, I'd say.
Who opened the door to you?
I suppose his housekeeper. She was a middle-aged woman.
And I take it she announced your name?
Yes. We went into Mr. Oldacre's study, and he was all ready for me, with the papers all set out beside the safe. We worked in them together till about 11:30.
Complicated papers, Mr. Macfarlane?
No. Rather simple, I'd say, really, though he seemed to think they were very important. We did them all up in sealed bundles.
Most interesting.
So you left him for the night?
Yes. I couldn't find my stick, I remember.
The stick beside the safe, with the blood stain.
Oh, just my devilish luck again. I didn't know anything about it till I read it in the papers this morning in the train back to the city. I came straight on to you from London Bridge, Mr. Holmes. I was terrified. I saw just exactly how involved I seemed to be.
Our man spotted him there, Mr. Holmes, at the station. I had a fellow waiting when I heard he was on his way to his office.
Mm-hmm.
I came on here myself to do my duty.
Then you plainly must do your duty, my dear Lestrade. He's yours.
Mr.
No,
Holmes.
no. It's all right, Mr. MacFarlane. I've decided to accept your case.
Oh, thank heaven.
Now, just write your home address on this slip of paper, and then you must go quietly along with the inspector. There's nothing else to be done. I'll do everything I can to help you.
You're wasting your time, Mr. Holmes. I never saw a clearer case. However, if it amuses you...
It does. Though perhaps amusing is hardly the word. Goodbye, my dear Lestrade. Until we meet again, Mr. MacFarlane.
Heaven bless you, Mr. Holmes.
Well, Watson?
Is he innocent, Holmes?
I know no more than you do. There are some odd factors, of course. The writing on Oldacre's draft of the will, for instance.
I see nothing odd in that. It's a bit of a scribble, perhaps.
Just so, but written in a railway train, an express, with only one stop the whole way, but several sets of points on the line.
Yes, but my dear fellow...
It's simplicity itself to an expert. Look at the variations in the handwriting. If I'm not mistaken, this was written in the very train we are about to catch ourselves, Watson. But travelling, of course, in the opposite direction. We go from London Bridge to Norwood. Come along, let us see the home of this respected murdered builder for ourselves.
The house was a modern villa of staring red brick. We found a group of Lestrade's men routing among the ashes of the timber stack, and at the very moment of our arrival, they struck treasure trove, a few discolored metal discs. There was no doubt that they were trouser buttons. We looked in the builder's study, saw the signs of a struggle, the bloodstains, the trail of a heavy object dragged from the ground floor window to the timber yard. It seemed only too clear that Lestrade had a case. There were no other footprints but our clients and the builder's. After one quick glance through the papers scattered from the safe, it was with a furrowed brow that Holmes returned at last to Baker Street. All the rest of that close, thundery day, he moped and pondered. Next day, it was hotter still.
Watson, it's all wrong somehow. All wrong.
You mean he may be guilty after all?
No. I'm certain MacFarlane's innocent. And all my instincts are one way and all the facts are the other.
MacFarlane had so much to gain, of course, a poor young solicitor and a bequest from the blue like that. He might have hoped that the body would burn completely in the wood stack before the fire was spotted, even that the whole house might burn down. And then he'd inherit at once.
And yet he chose the worst night in the world for it. A night when the housekeeper knew that he was there. She knew his name, even. You heard me ask him if she'd announced him. And then there's the will itself. That odd writing on it.
Written in the train by Oldacre, you mean? You still hark back to that?
Yes, on his way to see MacFarlane, scribbled almost illegibly in a swaying railway carriage, and at the last moment... Extraordinary that a man should draw up so important a document so casually. It suggests he might not have thought it very important. It suggests, Watson... Oh, see who that is, my dear fellow. Oh, this heat, this wretched heat.
It's a telegram, Holmes.
Oh?
Shall I open it?
Yes, of course.
It's from Lestrade. Important, fresh evidence to hand. Advise you abandon case.
Oh, very kind of him.
Wait, there's more. MacFarlane's fingerprint in blood found on wall beside hat stand. Lestrade.
What's that? Watson!
We're done for, Holmes. He must be guilty. Fingerprints can't lie. You know that. It's the latest science.
Of course they can't lie, thank heaven. And this one means one thing and one thing only, Watson.
MacFarlane's guilt.
MacFarlane's innocence. Get your hat, Watson. We've another journey before us.
My dear Holmes, to Norwood again in this heat?
Black heat this time. MacFarlane's an innocent man. There's mercy still in heaven.
And from that moment, he was a different man. The indolence and dejection fell away from him. Sherlock Holmes was seldom, perhaps, jocose, but when he talked blithely of Lestrade's little crow of victory in the telegram, he was as near to chirruping as I ever saw him. I was to see yet another side of him that day, as we sat in the parlour of the humble villa in Blackheath where the young solicitor lived with his parents. Outside, in the hot street, some children were playing. Their voices penetrated into the stuffy little room. MacFarlane's father was away at work, and Holmes listened to the mother with a quiet sympathy.
You must save him, Mr. Holmes. I've heard so much about you and how you help people. You must save him.
Well, I think I can almost promise that, ma'am. There are only a few remaining points to be cleared up.
John would never do such a thing. I just know he wouldn't.
And so do I. And so does Dr. Watson here.
Of course I do, Mrs. MacFarlane. Things look black, but as long as your boy is Mr. Holmes on his side, he's safe enough.
I know, sir. I'm so grateful. It was good of you to call.
Well, I wanted some information from you, ma'am, to help me in my work.
I'll tell you anything I can, Mr. Holmes. There, I'm better now. You must forgive me if I was a bit upset when you came first to talk about him.
Well, of course. It's this Mr. Oldacre, ma'am, the murdered man. Your son told me that you knew him at some time, though he himself had never met him.
Yes, I knew him, Mr. Holmes, when we were both young.
Well, ma'am?
Too well, sir. He was once a suitor of mine. Thank heaven I discovered his character in time.
Oh, really? In what way, Mrs. MacFarlane?
His cruelty, sir. He was more like a beast than a human being.
Oh, indeed?
Oh, I've no sorrow that Jonas Oldacre's dead, Dr. Watson. Only that my boy's been blamed for it.
Your son knew nothing about this old acquaintanceship. Nothing that might have made him, bear some grudge against Mr. Oldacre?
No, sir. Dad and I only told him that Jonas was once an acquaintance of ours.
And you yourself have had no communication with him since those old days?
No, Mr. Holmes. Oh, if you'd passed me that little poker box there in the sideboard, I could show you something.
Certainly.
I've never ceased to bless heaven that I married a better man, Mr. Holmes.
Is this the box, Mrs. MacFarlane?
Yes, sir. I broke off with Jonas when I heard how he'd turned a cat loose in an aviary once, Mr. Holmes. Just for a joke, he said. Oh. And the next post, I got this. Do you see?
What? It's your photograph, ma'am.
What he left of it. You see how he cut and slashed it all over.
Ah, a malicious character, this respected builder.
Well, at any rate, he must have forgiven you as the years went on, Mrs. MacFarlane, since he left all his property to your son.
We don't want any of it, Doctor. Not a penny of it, even when John's name's cleared.
Well, there may be little enough to leave in any case, in spite of the fact that Mr. Oldacre was supposed to be so wealthy.
What's that, Holmes?
Well, there's one more question, Mrs. MacFarlane. Do you know of anyone, perhaps from back in those early days, called Cornelius?
Cornelius? No, sir, no one.
I looked over Oldacre's bank statements when we were at his house the other day. There have been several large checks drawn lately in favor of a Mr. Cornelius. His fortune has dwindled considerably.
Ah, blackmail, Holmes?
Possibly. You've been very good, ma'am. We won't intrude upon you any longer.
I'm so grateful, Mr. Holmes.
Oh, it's nothing, ma'am. If only I can clear your son's name, it'll be quite time enough then to thank me. Come, Watson, back to Norwood.
Oh, really, Holmes? Norwood again?
Oh, one thing more, ma'am, before we go. I wonder if you could oblige me with something that I see in your work basket there. That measuring tape. Might I borrow it?
A measuring tape? Why, certainly, Mr. Holmes.
My dear Holmes, what on earth for?
Who knows, Watson? Perhaps to hang the real murderer of Jonas Oldacre. Thank you, ma'am. I'm much obliged to you. Come, Watson. Now, Watson, will you please take the other end? Yes, right into the corner. What do you make it?
7 foot 6.5.
Excellent.
Mr. Holmes, Mr. Holmes, I've got you this time, I think.
Have you, Lestrade? 7 foot 6.5, Watson?
Mr. Holmes, this is important. Doctor, will you look? On the whitewash there by the hat stand. The thumbprint in blood as McFarlane took his hat that night.
Yes, it's very clear, I'm afraid.
You can fiddle with that tape measure of yours as much as you like, Mr. Holmes, but you know as well as I do that no two thumb marks are alike.
What? Oh, yes, I've certainly heard something of the kind.
Then will you please compare that print with this wax impression of young McFarlane's right thumb, taken by my orders in his cell this morning?
I really don't need to, Lestrade. I take your word. But what a providential thing that this young man should press his right thumb against the wall when he was taking his hat from the peg. Such a very natural action when you come to think of it.
Well, he might have slipped or stumbled, Holmes.
Yes, of course. And who discovered this significant mark, Lestrade?
Mrs. Lexington, the housekeeper, this morning.
Oh, not the police. Why didn't any of you notice it yesterday?
Well, we'd no particular reason to examine the hall very carefully.
Quite so. I must even have missed it myself. However, if you'll forgive us, Lestrade, Watson and I must go on with our measuring.
You beat me, Mr. Holmes, you really do. Here you are measuring a lot of corridors when the case is watertight. And all I have to do is write my report.
Oh, I wouldn't write it yet, you know. Not quite yet, Lestrade. By the way, how many constables have you here on duty?
3.
I wonder if one of them would perhaps kindly fetch me in some straw from the outhouse.
Straw?
I saw some there. Yes, and perhaps you'd ask another to bring a couple of buckets of water. Then all of you meet me on the top landing, say in 5 minutes. I've just one final measurement to make on the floor below.
Oh, come. Another conjuring trick, Mr. Holmes.
Just so, to produce a rabbit. But not out of my deer stalker, you'll be surprised to hear. Will you do it, Lestrade?
Well, if you insist. I never can resist you, Mr. Holmes. 5 minutes, you said?
5 minutes.
On the upstairs landing?
Exactly.
Straw and buckets of water. Well.
Oh, my dear Holmes, poor Lestrade. You are enjoying yourself, aren't you?
Am I, Watson? Well, at least he's quite right that fingerprints never lie. That's why I knew the case was virtually solved when I heard of the appearance of this one.
Solved, Holmes? How?
Because I know it wasn't there yesterday, and John Hector McFarlane's been in the jail all night. You know my methods, Watson. I examined every inch of the place. Come now, upstairs. Splendid, Lestrade. Yes, that's right, Constable. You just lay the straw there and put down the buckets beside it. Now, Watson, will you kindly open the window so as to drive a draft along down to the end of the corridor?
Mr. Holmes, you really go too far.
I assure you I have an excellent reason for everything I'm doing, Lestrade. Thank you, Watson, so much. You have a match?
Yes, I think so.
Well, then set light to the straw, will you?
What's this? Set light to it?
More smoke than fire, Lestrade. Now, gentlemen, if you will all join me in a shout of fire when I give the word...
Fire, Holmes?
Are you all ready? Fire!
Fire!
Fire! Thank you so much. Once again, if you please. Fire! Fire! Fire!
Holmes, the wall at the end of the corridor. Look, it's opening.
Yes, it's a door, Watson. A cunningly concealed door.
Help!
Look, there's your man, Lestrade, and my rabbit. Gentlemen, Mr. Jonas Oldacre.
I'm choking. I can't see. What is it? What are you doing here? What do you want?
We want you, Mr. Oldacre.
I've done nothing wrong. You can't touch me.
When you have done your best to get an innocent man hanged...
Oh, it was all a joke. Only a joke.
A joke, eh? A deuced queer one, Mr. Jonas Oldacre. Well, I've seen a lot of villainy in my time, Mr. Holmes, but this beats a band, it does. Take him downstairs, Smithson.
Very good, sir. Come on,
It was a joke, I tell you. I meant to come out in time. You can't arrest me.
Well, I must say, Holmes, I congratulate you.
Thank you, my dear fellow. Oh, it's really too hot a day for a fire. Pray empty those buckets of water over the straw, will you? That's better. Well, it all went very satisfactorily, I think.
Well, you've done it again, Mr. Holmes.
Look, the Latin plaster partitions that he built here to make a little hiding hole for himself at the blind end of the corridor.
Yes, Watson, now you see the advantages of being a builder. He concealed it very neatly. If I hadn't noticed that discrepancy in the length of the corridors from floor to floor, he might have stayed there till doomsday and till McFarlane had been hanged.
The housekeeper was in the plot, of course.
Yes, of course, to take him food and drink, and to put that thumb mark onto the wall.
But how?
Well, Oldacre evidently wanted the evidence to be cast iron, and I dare say that when they were looking over the papers that night, he got MacFarlane to seal a package of them by using his thumb. Then it was the simplest thing in the world for him to get a wax impression from the seal, prick himself with a pin to get enough blood, and then put the mark on the wall during last night, just to make sure, you know.
It was for revenge, I suppose, on the young fellow's mother.
Yes. Besides, business hadn't been very good for him lately. He'd been speculating, and there were a host of creditors. I saw that from his papers. And so he'd been paying these large checks to Mr. Cornelius.
Himself at another bank.
Exactly. He intended to start life afresh with that money, under the other name, to defraud his creditors, and at the same time take his revenge on his old sweetheart by getting her only son hanged for his murder. He's something of a monster, our friend downstairs, Lestrade.
Well, we'll get him on conspiracy at least. He'll be inside for long enough to repent of his villainy. But what about the remains in the woodpile, Mr. Holmes?
Oh, an old suit for the trouser buttons, and for the bloodstains on the stick he'd stolen from the boy, and the charred flesh, some animal, a dead dog perhaps, or a rabbit. Yeah, make it rabbit, will you, Watson, when you tell the tale someday?
Rabbits it shall be, Holmes. But poor young MacFarlane, no wonder he was nearly mad.
Well, we did our best for him, Watson, our humble best. Oh, it feels cooler at last. I do believe the weather's going to break. Come along, Watson, come along.
And so we returned to Baker Street. And that evening, as we were discussing the case over hock and seltzer, once again the door burst open dramatically.
Mr. Holmes, you've saved my life. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Oh, don't bother to thank me, my dear fellow. Good evening to you. Oh, pray be sure to give my compliments and this tape measure to your mother. A most charming lady.
She'll be the happiest woman in all the world.
Yes, yes. The case of the Norwood builder. Rather curious in its cunning simplicity.
The Adventures.
Welcome back. Well, with the Sign of Four and the Red-Headed League, this is probably right up there as one of my absolute favorite Holmes stories, just the way the solution turns out. If you saw the television adaptation, of course, you'll notice a big, big difference, and that is that on television, they actually had the builder kill a tramp in order to get the flesh needed for the evidence. But here they stuck with the book. I also thought it was an interesting touch having this Scottish dialect. I've not heard that in any of the other adaptations, but given the name, definitely makes sense as a possibility. All right, well, we do turn to listener comments and feedback, and we have this from Michael, who writes, "Brilliant website, which I've just found. I've previously downloaded episodes of the Sherlock Holmes series. I will be visiting more frequently." Well, thanks so much, Michael, and appreciate you listening to the program. And Michael's listening to us from Australia. And speaking of Australia, tomorrow we'll have a third part in Call for a Columnist. And also, as we wrap up, Alvin Salmer's matter on yours truly, Johnny Dollar. You want to be sure and listen then. Well, today's episode is brought to you by the financial support of our listeners. Thanks so much for your support. Next week, I hope to share some stats about our program with you. I did this kind of at the beginning of the podcast several years ago, and we've grown quite a bit since then. So we'll talk a little bit about the who's and how many's of who's listening. I won't overwhelm anybody. I'll keep it kind of short, maybe space it out over a few days, but the show's definitely grown quite a bit, and I appreciate everybody who's been part of that. All right, well, now it's time for today's episode of the Carter Brown Mysteries. Today's episode is Call for a Columnist, Part 3. And coming up later in the program, we will wrap up the Alvin Summers matter. Here now is Carter Brown.
Carter Brown Mysteries. Adventures in excitement and suspense, based on the best-selling novels by the slick storytelling sensation, Carter Brown.
People have often told me how much they envied me. Well, I can't blame them. Who wouldn't envy a guy who writes a column like Dynamite with Johnny Lane, which has a 4 million readership? But right now, even I wouldn't envy me. By the time Senator Rowland's ex-girlfriend Thelma and her 2 hoodlums had finished with me, I was really in trouble. I knew what was going to happen when the 2 editions of my column that Thelma had forced me to write hit the streets. When Senator Rowland, in the full pride of his position at the head of the Vice Probe Committee, read those allegations against him and Chief of Police O'Byrne, I could guess who was going to be on the burning end. Me. And to add injury to libel, Tony Spencer, my bodyguard, the girl with the captivating curves and the concrete constitution, had first rescued me and then slugged me over the skull.
Johnny,
Oh.
you're awake.
Yeah.
How are you feeling?
Oh, fine, just fine. How long did I sleep? Hey, you hit me.
I'm sorry, Johnny. Honest, I am. But it was the only way to get you here.
Where? Where am I?
This is the hideout that Mr. Art's picked out for you. You're safe here.
Safe? Nothing. I got no time to be safe. I remember now. I got to get to the paper. I got to stop printing those columns.
I'm afraid it's too late for that, Johnny.
What do you mean? The paper won't go to bed for a couple of hours
It's
yet.
already been to bed, Johnny. And so have you. For 3 days.
3 days?
Don't scream like that, Johnny. You'll burst an eardrum.
I'll just burst. I can't have been out for 3 days just from a tap on the head.
Of course not. I dosed you with a sleeping draught every time you woke up.
And those columns, they've been published?
Yes, Johnny. And I don't know what you're so worried about. I think you're wonderful. To have the courage to say what you did about the senator and the chief of police. They gave it a special treatment both days. Ran it right on the front page with a heavy black border around it.
My obituary notice. Hey, but that only covers 2 days. How about today's issue? What did they run today?
A statement saying you hadn't had time to write your usual column, but that they confidently awaited the proof you're sure to bring in. Oh, they were awfully nice, Johnny. They said that in spite of intimidation, writs, and threats, they stood solidly behind you.
Intimidation, writs, and threats? Holy cow, I'm a dead duck. Look, I've got to get back to town before they serve me up to the cops with cranberry sauce.
Well, there's no reason why you can't go now. Mr. Arts and I were only concerned with laying you low for a couple of days.
You did that all right. No guy could have been laid lower.
I've got the car. I'll drive you back.
No, thanks. I'll drive myself back. As of now, your services are no longer required.
But, Johnny, you'll need a bodyguard more than ever now.
The kind of bodyguard that knocks me out cold for 3 days I can get out of a bottle. And it won't cost me $35 a day in expenses. Goodbye, Miss Spencer.
Monsieur Lane, I am so happy to see you. We have missed you.
You're going to miss me a lot more in the future, Jules. For a number of years, I should imagine.
You are going away, Mr. Lane?
Sing Sing, Alcatraz. State hasn't made up its mind yet. But it will, Jules. It will.
You would like a bottle of your usual?
2.
With pleasure. I will fetch it myself.
Johnny! Oh, it's good to see you, Johnny.
Oh, it's great to see you, Simone. A little luscious feminine company is just what I need right now.
I was so worried about you, Johnny. Those terrible men. Did they hurt you?
They killed me.
Killed you? You are joking, no?
Your drink, Mrs. Lane. You know, when you did not come for 4 nights, I was worried. I wondered perhaps if I had inadvertently insulted you.
Jules, as long as you supply drinks like this, you can't insult me.
Oh, I am proud to serve you, Monsieur Lane. The man who has the courage to print what you have printed is a man to be admired.
Oh, don't drag that up. There's a $2 million damage suit against me and the paper, and my editor's going quietly crazy.
What is the latest development? Perhaps you would give us the inside story, monsieur. Tell us how your fight against vice is progressing.
Vice has won a technical knockout. It's only a matter of the referee counting me out. He must be somewhere around 8 already.
Truly, Johnny, it is as bad as that.
Worse. Much worse.
Jules, would you mind leaving us alone for a little while?
No, of course not. I just remembered. Someone ordered a duck and I have to go out and shoot one.
Poor Johnny. You are in low spirits, eh?
I expect to be in very high spirits by the time I finish this bottle.
Johnny, if you feel low, why not go to my place? You can tell me all about it and it might help you, eh?
Yeah, I guess it might.
Johnny, here comes trouble, I think. When you're through, come to my apartment. I'll be waiting.
I looked up to see what Simone meant by trouble, and I realized she was right. Descending on me was Captain Stanger, Chief of Police O'Byrne's right-hand man.
Well, if it isn't my favorite columnist.
Sit down, Captain, and kill yourself drinking.
Hey, when did you get back into circulation?
Tonight. I was kidnapped.
Oh, no. And I suppose you were forced to write those columns. You better think up something better than that, Johnny boy, or Burns madder than a hornet. He's issuing a call for you as a material witness. And by the time the boys are through with you, you'll be happy to admit it was you who assassinated Lincoln.
Okay, so you come to take me in. Do I get the handcuffs on me now?
Oh, you got me wrong, Johnny. I'm not taking you anyplace. Officially, I'm off duty. And officially, I don't even know that you're wanted. I just dropped in for a friendly chat.
I don't get it. Why should you bother to tip me off?
I'll tell you, Johnny. I think you're in a spot.
Give me an original thought.
That somebody must have tipped you off to print that stuff. Somebody who knew what they were talking about. After all, they were right about Albert Ferraro's killing, weren't they?
You mean they could be right about Senator Rowland and Police Chief O'Byrne?
No, did I say that? I just figured that if I were you, Johnny, I'd find out and find out fast before you even got a chance of finding out. Before you got bruises where your body used to be. I think it over, Johnny. And you don't have much time. Well, be seeing you, Scribbler.
I watched him go, wondering whether he was crazy or me. Then I pulled myself together and left the club. Destination, Simone's apartment. When her door opened, I thought, she'd changed suddenly. She was wearing a suit and had developed a blue shadow on her chin. Then I realized it was her Adagio partner, Simon.
Come in, Mr. Lane. I've been expecting you. Simone was caught up with some business, so I have taken her place.
You won't mind if I say that it's not quite the same?
Still, perhaps I can persuade you to put up with it. You know, I envy you, Mr. Lane. A columnist of your renown must have a fascinating life.
Yeah, it's all right when you can keep on living. It's the dying that's the tough part.
I do not understand.
I died tonight, professionally.
Oh. You know, surprisingly enough, Mr. Lane, I think I can help you with your problem.
You?
I have some knowledge which should interest you.
Okay, I'm listening.
You know, yours is a wonderful country, Mr. Lane. Everything here is organized on a grand scale. Even crime. The rackets. And there's a new type of racketeer today. The racketeer with education, good social background, good standing in the community. Perhaps a company director or even a politician. Is that not so?
Yeah, it's so.
Let us take a hypothetical case. Say, a politician who is also a racketeer. Let us imagine him controlling the vice and the profits of vice in the city. For a time, all goes well. But sooner or later, what you call the heat is on. People get tired of the rackets flourishing under their noses and the noses of the police. They protest. The newspapers take up the protest. Obviously, something must be done.
What?
What would you do in a like situation?
Listen, I may have been taken for a ride the last few days, but I'm not that dumb. I thought of that one. You have yourself elected head of an investigating committee inquiring into vice in the city so that you can cover yourself and at the same time crush any opposition that might need crushing.
Exactly so. I congratulate you, Mr. Lane. But this opposition you speak of is, of course, part of the politician's own crime organization.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Why should you? It is that part of the organization that is being squeezed too much, bled just a little too much by the politician. They are not organized, and they are alarmed by the politician's coming activities with the investigation committee. But they lack the means to positive action. And then the politician does something very stupid.
He throws over his girlfriend, Thelma, whom he confided in too long and too much.
Precisely. And Thelma has some knowledge of events to happen. In particular, she knows that one member of the opposition is still working for our politician.
Let's just call him Roland, huh? I'm getting tired of this hypothetical case.
Very well. So, Thelma knows that Ferraro, who is supposedly one of the opposition, is still working for the senator. He is to give evidence at the first hearing of the investigation committee. He will reveal the activities of all the people in the senator's organization whom the senator wishes to get rid of.
So Roland didn't have Ferraro killed.
On the contrary, the opposition had him killed.
Ah. Just where do you fit into the picture, Simon?
I am a member of the opposition. It was handled cleverly, I think. Ferraro's death served a double purpose. It prevented him giving information, and it served as a warning to the senator.
And then what?
And then we used our master stroke. We needed widespread publicity for our scheme to work. And what could be better than a columnist with a readership of 4 million? You, Mr. Lane. Don't you feel flattered?
I feel slightly sick. So I was taken for a ride.
All the way. First, you were given several items to publish. Then all that was needed was to move you out of the way, persuade you to write what we wanted you to write, and make sure it was published. At first, it seemed as though our plans came unstuck when your friends rescued you. But fortunately, they hid you away as well as we could have done ourselves.
What happens now?
Now? It is a sad scene, Mr. Lane. But you will appreciate that the situation cannot remain static. At the moment, the police and Senator Roland are allied against you. Your own newspaper will discredit you. So the public will begin to doubt your allegations. But one thing would convince them that you were telling the truth.
What's that?
If you were to be murdered. What? Then people would be convinced that you had been right, and that you had been murdered to prevent your presenting the proof of your allegations. It is not a bad prospect, is it, Mr. Lane? Once you are dead, you will be a national hero, a martyr. Think of the honor and glory.
I'm thinking of what comes before that.
Oh, don't let it worry you. It will be a quick end. Don't struggle, Mr. Lane. Accept the inevitable. We experience the greatest adventure that life can offer. Death. I as the giver, and you as the receiver.
Welcome back. Well, the Australians in the 1950s could be more cynical about our government than we were, and urban governments in general. I will say that guy does make, from an egotistical perspective, the killing of Johnny Lane seem almost appealing to him, but he's kind of hooked on that whole idea of living. And the question is, will he be allowed to? You'll have to join us next week where we'll wrap out Call for a Columnist. Now it's time for today's episode of Yours Truly, Johnny Dollar. This one is the Alvin Summers Matter, Part 5, which was set up with a fabulous cliffhanger. Let's see how it all turns out.
From Hollywood, it's time now for Bob Bailey as
Johnny Dollar. I told you, that's my name. What do you want, an affidavit?
I've got to be sure.
Look, you've got me out here in the middle of the jungle with a gun in my back.
Don't turn around.
And I can't even see you. You think I'd be kidding you at a time like this?
Any move at all, and it'll be your last.
Tonight and every weekday night, Bob Bailey in the transcribed adventures of the man with the action-packed expense account, America's fabulous freelance insurance investigator.
Yours truly, Johnny Dollar. Santo Tomas, Mexico. Expense account submitted by Special Investigator Johnny Dollar. To the Home Office, Northeastern Fidelity and Bonding, Hartford, Connecticut. The following is an account of additional expenses during my investigation of the Alvin Summers embezzlement of $75,000. Item 12, 2 cents. Just what I figured my life was worth at the moment. Gloria Harris had taken me down the beach and into the jungle to show me the hut where Alvin Summers had been hiding out. There was no sign of him. But I heard a noise outside in the underbrush and went out to investigate. I didn't see a thing, but I felt something. A gun barrel pressing against the back of my neck.
I want to talk to you, Dollar.
Well, you've got a quaint way of arranging a conversation, believe me. I could do better if you'd take away that gun.
Johnny?
Don't answer.
Who's answering?
Johnny?
Wait.
Well?
Be in your hotel room in exactly 1 hour.
Look, what's this all about?
You're looking for Alvin Summers, aren't you?
Oh, am I?
Johnny, where are you?
I've got some information about him for you.
Let's have it now.
Not now. I've got to talk to you alone. Be in your hotel room in town in an hour, understand?
Look.
Do as I say, and be sure you're alone. Alone.
Okay.
Now, just keep looking straight ahead. Don't turn around, and don't tell anyone about this. Anyone. Understand?
You make it pretty clear.
I'll be watching you, Dollar. You won't see me, but I'll see you.
I can believe it, mister.
Johnny, please. Johnny, where... Oh, here you are.
Yeah, here I am.
Why didn't you answer me?
I came out here looking for a guy, remember? How am I going to find him if I start shouting at you?
But I got worried when you didn't come back to the hut.
Yeah.
That noise you heard outside, did you see anything?
No, I didn't see a thing.
Johnny, didn't you find anything to give you a lead on where Summers might be?
I don't know.
But you said if I helped you find him, you'd see what you could do about getting me a passport back to the States.
Yeah, sure. Come on, let's get out of here.
That suits me fine. This place gives me the creeps, all these trees and vines. Broad daylight, but you can't see a thing.
I know.
My imagination's still working overtime. I've got that feeling we're being watched again. Funny, isn't it?
Yeah, real funny. We kept on toward the beach. Gloria was fidgeting because she thought somebody was watching us. I was fidgeting because I knew somebody was. And I had a strong hunch he was the man whose long-distance phone call to the States brought me down to Mexico in the first place. We got back to the beach. I took Gloria up to her hotel, then went down to mine in town. As I crossed the lobby toward the stairway to the second floor, out popped a familiar face.
Hello, friend.
Oh, Carson. Lieutenant Gomez let you out of jail, huh?
Oh, now let's get one thing straight, friend. I never was actually in jail.
Well, you're lucky. I've seen the jail.
Huh? Oh, well, I just had to pay a fine, and that judge they got in this burg read me the riot act, but then they let me go.
Well, good. So now it's back to selling zippers, huh?
Sure is, and I'm behind schedule, too. Checking out right now, as a matter of fact. A lot of territory to cover. Like I always say, half
the world's waiting to get zipped up. Yeah, you told me.
I did? Say, Dollar, I'd like you to do me a favor.
Oh?
That little trouble I got into last night up at the Playa del Mar Hotel, I'd sure appreciate it if you'd keep quiet about it when you get back to the States.
You mean you don't want anybody to know you got plastered, grabbed a serape, and did the fandango?
Now, Dollar...
Broke a guitar over the musician's head?
Now, can't we just forget about that?
Believe me, I had until you reminded me. Now, Carson, I'm reasonably sure we don't know the same people and won't be seeing each other again. I'd say the secret of your lurid past was pretty safe.
Well, I sure hope so, friend. But about not seeing each other in the States, I was planning on looking you up.
Goody.
Yes, sir, I got a deal for you.
Sorry, but I have all the zippers I can use at the moment.
No, that's not what I mean, friend. I've been trying to get you into a cribbage game, remember?
How can I forget?
Well, instead, I'm going to look you up in the States and let you teach me to play gin rummy.
How could I be so lucky? Oh, sorry, I think that's my phone. So long, Carson.
I'll sure look you up back in the good old USA, friend.
Hello? Hello? Hello?
Keep your hands on the table.
What? Oh, my shadow again.
Anybody follow you?
Not that I know of. You're early.
I know. And I searched your room.
That's become an old Santo Tomas custom.
To make sure you really were Johnny Dollar.
So now you know. What about it?
You can turn around.
Oh, no. Maybe you'll tell me what... Wait a minute. A decent shave, and you'd match that photo I have in my suitcase. Alvin Summers.
Yeah. I'm Alvin Summers.
I don't get it. I had you figured for the man who made that long-distance call to the States that tipped me off to come down here.
You're right about that, too.
You put the finger on yourself?
If you want to call it that.
Well, what happened? Your deal go sour on you, maybe?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, sit down. Take it easy. Tell me about it. I'll turn on the overhead fan. Pretty stuffy in here.
Dollar, that phone call you got just now.
Hung up. Clerk downstairs must have rung the wrong room.
Or somebody was checking to see if you were here.
Could be. Okay, suppose you start from the top.
What was that?
Relax.
What are you...
Just one of the charming features of this room. You turn on that big overhead fan, it slams the balcony door.
Oh, well, turn it off, will you? I'm kind of edgy.
Yeah, sure.
You asked me if my deal had gone sour. It went very sour. Oh, I had it all figured out. I was planning it for a year. I was going to embezzle the $75,000 and really live big.
Yeah.
Instead of that, I spent all my time hiding. Mexico City, Cuernavaca, Tampico, you name it, I was there. Always undercover, always hiding. Did you ever spend much time hiding, Dollar?
No, not much.
Oh, it's a great life. Great. Every time somebody looks at you on the street, you're sure he's after you, tailing you. You wake up in the middle of the night, you see a shadow outside. It turns out to be just a bush, but you spend the rest of the night sweating. Finally, I just couldn't take it anymore. The rest of my life that way.
You know, Summers, a lot of guys figure that out before it's too late. Too bad you didn't.
Yeah. So, finally, I phoned the bonding company, long distance. I knew they'd send an investigator. They sent you. I thought if I could talk to someone like you, see what could be done.
There's only one thing can be done at this point, Summers. Come back with me to the States. Bring back what's left of the money.
$60,000.
That'll help. But you know there can't be any deal.
Yeah, I guess I always knew that. Here, take the gun.
Thanks. Now, what about the money?
It's in a safe deposit box in Mexico City. Here. Here's the key.
One thing I don't get, though, Summers.
Yeah?
You wanted me to contact, but you were sure playing hard to find.
Well, I had to be careful. I got a look at you the first day you arrived. I wasn't sure you were the one, so I decided to come to your room that night, but then I saw somebody else coming here, so I gave up.
Who was it?
The bellboy.
Benito? Hey, that'll be just before he got knifed.
Oh, no. I wasn't the one who killed him, Dollar. I'm no killer. Just the fool who runs away with somebody else's money, remember? Anyway, I didn't have another chance to get to you till today. I had to keep undercover so they wouldn't find me.
Wait a minute. Who's they?
The man who arranged for me to come down here and the girl who was going to make it all worthwhile.
The girl? Summers, don't...
me, Johnny.
Gloria.
Hello, baby. Here, let me...
Leave the gun right where it is, Johnny. Put that safe deposit key on the table.
I guess you're calling them.
Thanks.
And it all adds up. You found out Summers here was planning to turn himself in. You didn't want that money to slip through your fingers. But Summers disappeared from his hideout. You couldn't find him, so you figured you'd let me find him for you.
That's right. And it worked. And you're so right about that money. You think I'd give it up now?
Gloria.
Keep out of it, Alvin. If you want to go back and be a Boy Scout, that's your business. The money stays with me. Johnny.
Yeah?
This doesn't have to be the end of it for us.
Oh. So now we get the pitch about making beautiful music, huh?
I'm not kidding, Johnny. 60,000's a lot of money.
You know, you put on quite an act. Maybe I believed a little bit of it. But if I did, I quit the moment you walked through that door just now.
Okay, Johnny, that's enough. I thought maybe you'd be smart, but if you won't, you leave me no choice.
No, Gloria, don't. Gloria! The balcony. Out on the balcony.
Hold it!
Carson.
Stay right where you are, friend.
Oh, shut up. She's dead.
She crossed me.
You and she were working against each other. She wanted me to lead her to Summers. You wanted to find him yourself.
That's right. And Summers, you took a lot of finding.
That's why you killed Benito the bellboy, to shut his mouth. Then you went up to the big hotel and clowned around so you'd get arrested and that way set up an alibi for the evening.
I was pretty proud of that little idea, Dollar. And it's all worked out just the way I wanted it. You see, right from the start,
Carson was holding all the trumps. They were made out of lead, and I knew he was going to start dealing them any second. Then I remembered the overhead fan. The switch was right next to my elbow. The balcony door was open, and Carson had his back to it.
What are you doing?
Just turning on the fan. I need some air. Can you blame me?
Yeah. You're sweating, aren't you, Dollar? What's the matter? You losing your nerve? Well, it really doesn't matter. What the...
The door slammed. Carlson whirled, and I knocked the lamp off the table. By the time I hit the floor, my gun was out. I picked up the lamp and lit it again. Summers was crouched in a corner. Across the room, sitting on the floor, was Carson, staring stupidly down at the red bullet hole in his side. I picked his gun up off the floor.
Dollar!
Summers, call the police station, Lieutenant Gomez.
Yeah, all right.
Help me, Dollar. It hurts.
Yeah, it hurts. But not as much as it hurt Benito and Gloria. You finally got me into a game, didn't you, friend? And you lost. Expense account item 13. Double the amount of item 1. $440. Transportation back to the States for Alvin, Summers, and me. And you know, I turned him over to the authorities as soon as we got back. That's the way he wanted it. Gloria? Well, once in a while I get to wondering if she really meant some of the things she told me. Not that it matters. Conclusion of report. Expense account total $923. Yours truly, Johnny Dollar.
Remember, please, there'll be a new exciting story on Johnny Dollar beginning next Monday.
Next week, the Valentine matter. And believe me, it's not the kind of Valentine you'd wish on even your worst enemy. Join us, won't you? Yours truly, Johnny Dollar.
Yours truly, Johnny Dollar, starring Bob Bailey, is transcribed in Hollywood. Written by Robert Reif. It is produced and directed by Jack Johnstone. Heard in this week's cast were Virginia Gregg, Marvin Miller, Don Diamond, Tony Barrett, and Parley Bear. Be sure to join us on Monday night, same time and station, for another exciting story of Yours truly, Johnny Dollar. Roy Rowan speaking.
Welcome back. Well, that Carson guy just gives cribbage players a bad name. Now, I wonder if he actually was capable of playing cribbage. If Johnny had known, he might have been able to call him on the bluff. But overall, a very nicely done episode. And one of those I cannot find any other script it was based on. Of course, when I first heard the title of the Valentine matter, I was immediately reminded of George Valentine. I've listened to that serial. There's no connection, but it's nonetheless a good program. And by the way, if anybody is aware of an episode that of another radio program that this was adapted from that I'm somehow missing, let me know. All right, well, listener comments and feedback now. And I have a message from Joel who emails in. I was interested to research Virginia Gregg and Jaime Delvey, the producer and transcriber of early episodes of Johnny Dollar, The Lineup, and many other programs. I was interested to learn that he was married to Virginia Gregg, who played so many key roles, Brooksy among others, and was very active in television and film. She had a prolific career. Delvey was a descendant of the Creel family, who was among the founders of Los Angeles. It's interesting. I had never known that those two were married. Of course, Virginia Gregg, I've been completing my countdown of radio's most essential people, and she finished number 5, highest for any character performer. And she really had a great poise. One story I read about her on the Digital Daily, FTP.com, was that when she was playing on the radio, she would often do different parts. She knew her parts so well. She would actually sit and knit while she waited for it to be her turn to come on again. She was that professional, that good behind the microphone. And he goes on to write, your podcast has become a regular part of my nighttime ritual. I prefer these programs to television and appreciate your hard work and diligence as well as your commentaries in your distinctive accent. Is it native to Boise or from somewhere else? You know, this is a great question. And I wish I could give you a really good answer. Truth is, I don't know. Both my parents were from the Northwest. However, my father served in the Army, traveled around, spent several years down south around North Carolina way. And then growing up, I spent several years up in northwest Montana, a place called the Yak. And then we traveled to and fro up and down the Northwest with my dad as sort of a itinerant preacher. Then headed down to the south for a summer. Yeah, a summer. I think I would have preferred spring, and then up to Montana, a couple of smaller towns, Eureka and then Kalispell, and then moved out to Boise. So somewhere around there in that time, I apparently picked up this accent, and honestly, I don't know what it is. I guess I'm going on the assumption for now that it's an Adam Graham accent. And if anyone out there knows the source specifically, let me know. So it's a Grahamian accent. That's what we're calling it for now. All right. Well, we will see you tomorrow for the lineup. Join us back here on Monday for another episode of yours truly, Johnny Dollar. And on Friday, next Friday, we wrap up Call for a Columnist. Well, today's episode is brought to you by the financial support of our listeners. Thanks so much for your support. I also do want to let you know what articles we have over at greatdetectives.net this weekend. On Saturday, I offer my review of the Sherlock Holmes short story collection, His Last Bow. And then on Sunday, we continue our countdown of radio's most essential people with number 2 on the list. You want to check those articles out, greatdetectives.net. You can also, if you have a Kindle, just search for Great Detectives of Old Time Radio, and you'll automatically receive new articles right to your Kindle. All right, well, now it's time for today's episode of The Lineup, which is actually a reperformance of an earlier script of The Lineup. This was a good one the first time around, and I hope you'll enjoy it the second time. Here now, from June 26, 1951, is The Mad Bomber.
Ladies and gentlemen, we take you now behind the scenes of a police headquarters in a great American city, where under the cold, glaring lights will pass before us the innocent, the vagrant, the thief, the murderer. This is The Lineup. Now, we can sit right here, Mr. Hunter.
How many men will we look at?
31 altogether. Our man probably won't be any of these, but
May
I want to
I
cover
have your
every
attention,
possibility.
please? You people out there on the other side of the wire in the audience room, may I ask your attention? Thank you. My name is Greb. Sergeant Matt Greb. I'll explain the lineup to you. Each of the suspects you will see will be numbered. I'll call off a number, then name and charge. If you have any questions or identifications, please remember the number assigned to the prisoner as I call his name. Please be prompt with your questions or identifications. The questions I ask these suspects are merely to get an actual tone of voice, so do not pay too much attention to their answers as they often lie. Bring on the line. All right. Come on. Open up to the end of the stage. Right on up to the end, that's right. Now turn and face front, hands to your sides, and look straight ahead. Now when I ask you questions, talk up so the people in the back can hear you. All right, number 1, John Maffey, robbery. Face front and talk up. Where do you live, John?
66 River Street.
What's that?
Steamer's Hotel.
Don't look at me. Look right out front so the people can see you. What do you do, John?
It's cook.
Anybody arrested with you?
No.
Any weapons?
Yes, sir.
Pistol, wasn't it?
Yes, sir.
What kind of pistol?
32, I think.
38. I know.
Yes, sir.
Have a car?
Yeah, Chrysler.
Well, sedan, a coupe, or what?
Sedan.
What color?
Black.
Okay. Number 2, David Moore, Soap. Where do you live, Dave?
205 South Main.
Can't hear him, Matt.
Now, look, I don't want to tell you boys again. It's a long way to the back of the room, so you gotta talk up. Come on now. Where do you work, Dave?
Fisherman Sons.
What do you do? What's your work?
The town.
Your landlady said you hit her.
Yes, sir.
With what?
A hot plate.
Something you cook on?
Yes, sir. I was cooking. She said I was smelling up the building.
Why did you hit her?
Oh, it's a long story, Sergeant. You'd have to know my landlady.
Okay, number 3, Ivan Seiberling, drunk and disorderly.
Any of these men, Mr. Hunter?
No.
Clay Park, 644 North Hodgson, Clay Park. Don't tell me. Tell the people out there. What do you do, Ivan?
Construction engineer.
You were pretty drunk.
Yes, sir.
The arresting officer said he's had complaints before.
Yes, sir. She has complained for a week.
Who's she?
My wife.
You live at 644 North Hudson?
Yes, sir.
The report says you broke a window at that address.
The door was locked. I broke one other night, too, when she locked me out. I will keep right on breaking them until she leaves door unlocked.
Maybe you'd better stop drinking.
Yes, sir.
Any questions or identifications from the audience?
How about it, Mr. Hunter? Number 2 was picked up in your neighborhood.
No.
Any questions or identifications from the
Okay,
audience?
we'll look at the next bunch. Nothing, Matt.
All right. All right, run them off. Bring on the next line.
Cup of coffee, Mr. Hunter?
Thank you.
Yeah, we won't keep you much longer. There you are.
Thank you.
Sergeant Greb should be here any minute now.
Hi.
This is Mr. Hunter, man. Sergeant Greb.
Well, how do you do, Mr. Hunter?
Sergeant, grab a chair, man.
Thanks. Hey, I voted for you in the last election, Mr. Hunter.
Good.
Yeah, didn't you spot anybody in the line at all?
No, I didn't. Coffee, man?
No, thanks.
Mr. Hunter can't think of anybody who'd want to kill him.
And you can't remember seeing anybody suspicious hanging around your house?
No, I can't, Sergeant.
Well, none of your neighbors saw anybody either.
Here's a report from the lab. Bomb was a time bomb. Found pieces of an old alarm clock. And the size of the explosion must have been about 8 or 10 sticks of dynamite.
Oh, sure lucky you and the family were in the back of the house.
Very lucky.
And we'll do our best to catch whoever it was, sir.
Probably just a crank. A man like myself, politic. Public figure, makes a lot of enemies for one reason or another. Maybe this one didn't vote for me last election, Sergeant. Come to think of it, maybe.
Well, we may want to talk to you again, sir. Oh, pardon me. Guthrie. Yeah? Oh, yeah? How long ago? Anyone hurt? Right, sure. Another bombing.
What?
Friend of yours, Councilman Adams.
Well, was he hurt?
Yeah, both he and his wife. They're in the hospital.
They've got a child.
No, the child's all right. Ruined the house.
Were Adams and his wife hurt badly?
Well, I don't know. Ambulance took him away. I'll have to check with the hospital.
This is awful. Everybody should certainly be warned.
Well, they will be, including the mayor. We'll put a man with you and your family, Mr. Hunter. In the meanwhile, we'll go and look at Mr. Adams' house. Thinks maybe he saw the guy who planted the bomb. Oh, well, let's go talk to him. Go over and talk to Chief Anderson, Matt. See what he's got to say about the damage.
Sure.
This man's a neighbor. His name's Crump. Mr. Crump.
Yes, Sergeant?
This is Lieutenant Guthrie. Hi, Mr. Crump.
Oh, glad to meet you, Lieutenant.
Let's move over here where we can talk.
All right.
All right. Now, tell the lieutenant just what you told me, Mr. Crump.
Well, about 4:30, I was working in my backyard mowing the lawn, and I saw Mrs. Adams get into her car and drive out of the garage. Well, about an hour later, I went around front to get the hose, and I saw an old truck pull up across the street. I saw a man get out, kind of an old man, old clothes. He went around the back of the truck and took out something that looked like a box. It was about this big, I guess. Yeah. Then he headed for the Adams house. A couple hours later, I was sitting in my living room, and I saw Mr. and Mrs. Adams pull up in front of their house and go in. A little while later, my wife and I were having dinner, and the explosion happened. Busted most of the windows in our house. I didn't think about the old guy with the box until I found out what had happened, and I remembered reading about this other bombing yesterday. Figured that box the old guy was carrying might have been the bomb.
Yeah, I see. Can you remember what this old guy looked like?
Well, maybe if I saw him again.
Mm-hmm. What kind of a truck was he driving?
Oh, it's a real old one. Really beat up at an old Ford or Chevy. You know, one of those pickups. What did you say?
I said you didn't get the license number.
Oh, no. Why would I get it? I didn't even think anything about it until after the explosion.
Well, if you saw him again, do you think you might recognize him?
Yeah, I think so.
Well, all right. Thank you very much, Mr. Crump. We'll keep in touch with you.
Oh, glad to help.
Fine. Get Mr. Crump's phone number and anything we might need.
Right.
I'll be up with Matt.
Okay, Lieutenant. Ben.
Yeah. Hello, Chief.
Hello, Guthrie. Quite a mess, huh?
Bomb do all that?
Bomb and the fire. Used more dynamite than the last time. Blew this room sky high. Watch out for the glare. Center of the explosion was right about here.
Uh-huh.
Probably walked up to the side of the house, stuck the bomb into that opening in the foundation. Surprised nobody saw him.
Well, somebody thinks he did.
Well, you better catch this boy. He hasn't killed anybody yet, but he's trying pretty hard.
Cold.
Yeah, paper says snow. How'd you make out with Crump?
Nothing. He looked through the whole mug file, not a thing.
I talked to the hospital this morning. The Adams is going to be all right.
No luck on that old Ford pickup?
Why don't you turn up the heat?
Oh, okay. Hey, I'll bet we get a blizzard. We're due, you know.
Guthrie? Yeah? What was he wearing? Well, that sounds like him. We'll be right down. Well, maybe we got the bomber.
Yeah?
20 minutes ago, picked up a man wearing old coveralls and a dirty leather jacket coming out of the state building. Spotted him, followed him 3 blocks before they grabbed him. He's climbing into an old Ford pickup. 30 sticks of dynamite in the back of the truck. All set, Matt?
Yeah, Ben. I got Crump sitting out front.
How many men are you going to show?
3 besides the suspect.
Okay. I'll go sit with Crump. Hello, Mr. Crump?
Hello. Oh, Lieutenant Guthrie, I couldn't see.
Yeah, well, we want you to look at some suspects.
Oh, that's what Sergeant Greb said.
Yeah, we think one of them might be the man who planted the bombs.
Well, I hope I can help.
All right, Ben, run them on.
Yes, sir. Lights. Bring 'em on, White. All right, come on, move out to the end of the stage. Come on. Stand on the line.
You all got on coveralls and leather jackets.
Now, take a good look.
All right, now, turn.
The man on the end, Lieutenant.
Now, what about
Yeah,
him?
that's the man, no doubt about it. I remember better than I thought I would. He's the one that got out of the truck, all right, the one with the box.
All right, Matt, run them off.
Yes, that's all. Mile off.
Now, we'll need a statement from you, Mr. Crump.
Oh, sure. Well, what were the others arrested for?
They weren't, Mr. Crump. 3 others were police officers.
Edmund O'Brien, who plays the title role in Yours Truly, Johnny Dollar, will be on his latest case tomorrow night over most of these same CBS stations. In one of his most thrilling investigations, Johnny Dollar goes to London to join forces with the men from Scotland Yard in the Hatchet House theft matter. How that London trip had Johnny Dollar's famous old expense account. Don't miss Johnny Dollar on Wednesdays.
He's going to be a tough nut. Arresting officers couldn't get a thing out of him. We've got men over there talking with people in the State Building. So far, nobody remembers seeing him come in.
Yeah. Name's Lewis Black, huh?
Yeah, driver's license gave his address as 1910 East Flower. Asher's over there now checking. I wonder what he was doing in the State Building.
Yeah, I'm worried, too.
I wonder if... Oh, no. No, he couldn't have.
A big building. I hope you're right. Hello, Lewis. I'm Lieutenant Guthrie. This is Sergeant Greb. Quinn?
Yeah.
We'll see you upstairs.
Right.
Sit down, Lewis. I want to talk to you about these bombings.
We know you made those bombs.
A man saw you walk up to the Adams house with one of them.
It's sure cold in here, isn't it? Yeah, it started to snow. That's right.
Why don't you tell us about it?
Well, I made him. Sure.
Why?
I made him. I don't have to tell you why.
You put one of them on the George Hunter's house. Do you know him?
Know who he is. But you don't know him personally. No.
Did you know Adams?
No. Well, then why try to kill him? Isn't there a heater in here or something? I've been out of work.
Been out of work long?
Yeah.
Hunter or Adams have something to do with it?
You sure want to know why I made those bombs, don't you? We'd like to know. It's no fun being out of work. I've been out of work for a long time. You ever been out of work?
Yeah.
Well, then you know it's no fun.
You tried to get a job?
Oh, sure, I couldn't. I kept trying. Just couldn't get one. Look, do we have to sit in here? It's really getting kind of cold.
We'll get out of here as soon as you tell us about it.
Don't try to push me. I don't like being pushed around. I can stand it down here just as long as you can.
We're not trying to push you.
No?
No. We don't like this any better than you do. It's just a job. If it weren't us, it'd be somebody else.
Okay.
If you had a job, you'd try to do it the best you could, wouldn't you?
Well, sure. I used to have jobs all the time. I always did the best I could.
What kind of jobs did you have?
Oh, all kinds. I was a miner once. I worked in Pennsylvania.
Is that where you're from, Pennsylvania?
Yeah, I did all kinds of jobs once, and I couldn't get a job. Nobody would give me a job. That's the trouble. There's not enough jobs. I gotta do something about getting jobs for people. A bunch of dirty politicians. They don't worry about guys like me. They make speeches, sure, yeah. They get elected. They don't do nothing.
Like Adams and Hunter.
You're darn right. Adams, Hunter, a whole bunch.
Even the mayor.
Sure, the mayor.
And the governor.
He's the worst one of the bunch. He's the biggest. He could do something if he wanted to, but he don't. See, I ain't had a job in 3 years.
You'd like to take care of him like you did Adams and Hunter, wouldn't you?
I'm not going to tell you anything. You think I'm going to tell you something, don't you? But I'm not. What were you doing in the State Building? Why don't you try and find out?
Look, Lewis, we don't want you to get into any more trouble than you're already in.
I don't want to talk anymore. I want to go back to my cell. I'm cold.
You can go back to your cell as soon as you...
Lieutenant, can I see you a minute?
Yeah, Clark.
Sergeant, can we have some heat in here? I'm cold.
Ben, we've got a janitor upstairs from the state building. He remembers seeing Louis Black come into the building by the side entrance. He says Black was carrying a big box.
Holy. Look, see that the state building's cleared as fast as possible. Rope off the street. Step on it.
Right.
Louis, I just found out that you planted a bomb in the state building.
I don't care what you found out. I'm not going to tell you.
I'm tired of playing with you. Where's that bomb? Where did you put it?
Oh, sugar, you can do anything you want. Get rough. Beat me. I won't tell you where I put that bomb.
Well, at least tell us when it's set to go off.
What time is it?
And it's 6 minutes to 5.
You won't find it.
How much time?
About 40 minutes, I guess.
Everybody's out of the building. You find out where he put it?
No, he wants it to go off. We got him over in the car with Waldo and Asher. They'll keep working on him.
It's Army car. Captain Phillips, demolition expert.
I'm Phillips.
And Guthrie, hope we can use you.
Know what kind of a bomb it is?
Quine will tell you all we know. We've got to get into that building and try to find it.
30 men in there now, covering every floor.
Who's in charge?
Harrison, he's in the basement.
Come on, men. What time is it?
We got about 25 minutes, more or less.
Any luck?
Not yet, Lieutenant.
Harrison still in the basement?
Yeah, down those stairs.
Thanks.
All right, Bill, be sure to check it out. Yeah. Thorough now.
Harrison.
Yeah, over here, Ben.
Well, any luck?
No. How much time we got?
Less than 25 minutes. What orders did you give?
Well, if the bomb's found, it's to be taken directly to the street. We've still got any time left. The car will drive it to a safe place. That Army man get here?
Yeah. Well, this is the way I want it to go. It's 5:13 by my watch. Set your watch.
Right.
Now, at exactly 5:25, order your men out of here. Tell them they've got 10 minutes to get clear. We'll go tell the rest on the other floors.
Right, Ben.
All right, men. Come on. Let's go to the stairs.
Can you run an elevator, man?
Well, sure.
Take the second floor. I'll take the organist, third, fifth, and so on. Be sure they set their watches with yours.
Right, Ben.
Sergeant.
Yes, sir?
You got a watch?
Yes, sir.
Set it with mine. 5 seconds. It'll be 5:14:35. Now. Okay. Have all your men off this floor by 5:25.
5:25, yes, sir. Ben.
5:25.
Everybody's out.
Yeah.
Oh, what do we do?
That's a good question. Black wasn't lying. We've got something like 10 minutes. Man.
Yeah?
Go out to the car and get Black.
Huh?
Go out and get Black. Maybe the last thing I do, but I'm going to find out where that bomb is.
Go on, get in there. Hold on. I won't get you. I won't. Give me a little trouble.
All right. Get out of here, man.
What?
Get out of here.
Wait a minute. Suppose you find out where the bomb is. Who's going to watch Black while you get it?
I'll worry about that when I get to it.
I'm staying.
Okay, I can't argue. How about it, Black? You want to tell us where it is?
Never find it.
What time is it?
5:28.
You can't scare me. You think if you keep me here, I'd tell you where the bomb is, huh?
About 5 minutes, huh?
I guess so.
You're not very smart. I said 40 minutes. Well, maybe 40, but maybe not. I can't be sure. Might go off in a second.
I guess so.
Who are you kidding? You won't stay in here. You're scared.
Listen, Black. You're downright we're scared. But so help me, you're going to tell us where that bomb is, or it's going to blow all of us sky high. Now, shut up unless you want to tell us.
I'm not afraid to die.
You're going to have a chance.
8 stories in this building.
Yeah.
If it's too far away, we may not have time anyway.
Let me out of here.
I'm not going anywhere. You're going to stay right here until you tell us where it is.
I'll tell you, I won't.
Well, then shut up.
5:29.
Black, you're not doing anything but wrecking a building and killing yourself. You can't get the governor. He's been taken out.
That made me tell you.
Okay.
How much dynamite's in that bomb, Lewis?
50 sticks.
Hope you guessed right about the time.
Yeah?
Yeah?
I told you which know.
Oh. Gonna be a big one. Lewis, why didn't you tell us?
I can stand it if you can't.
5:30.
All right. I'll tell you, it's in the basement.
Show us.
All right.
Step on it.
How much time is it?
Not much. Can you stop it?
Yeah.
Now, where?
Up there. On top of the big pipe. You see in the back?
How did you get up there?
Here with the ladder. Where's the ladder? Everything's been moved.
Forget the ladder. Show us the spot.
Right about here.
Give him a booster.
Come on. Put your foot in my hand.
No wonder we couldn't find it. You see it?
Yeah.
Well, grab it.
All right.
All right, hand it down. Okay.
Let's get out of here. Let it go off. We don't care. We might not have time to stop.
Can I tear off these boards without setting it off?
Yeah.
Well, explain it to me while I rip them off.
I don't remember. Please, let's get out of here.
If you want to get out of here alive, you better remember.
Well, this is dynamite. It's an old alarm clock. It's batteries and breakers. The alarm goes off and causes a circuit in the batteries.
Okay. Now take it apart.
No. Let me get out of here.
You're going to stay right here.
Oh, it's all up with you.
Now, you settle down. Come on, Lewis. Tell me what to do.
The wires from the battery to the dynamite. Pull them loose.
These?
Yes, those.
Okay. Now, you sure that does it?
Yes.
All right. Let's get it out to the street.
Can you make it all right then?
Yeah. All right, let's go.
All right, Lewis.
What's that? What is it?
That's the alarm clock. Those wires. It would have.
Oh.
It would. Ben, I may be late to the station in the morning. I'm going to take my alarm clock and throw it as far as I can.
Where before you pass the innocent, the vagrant, the thief, the murderer. Listen again an hour earlier, a week from next Thursday, when we will again bring you The Lineup.
May I have your attention, please? You people out there in the last wire of the audience room, may I have your
The Lineup, starring Bill Johnstone as Lieutenant Guthrie and Wally Mayer as Sergeant Matt Grebb, is written by Blake Edwards with music by Eddie Dunstetter. Howard McNear was heard as Louis Black. Featured in tonight's cast were Jim Backus, Hy Averback, Sidney Miller, Peter Leeds, Joe Duval, and Harry Lang. The Lineup is produced and directed by Jaime Del Valle. Beginning next week, The Lineup will be heard on a new day at a new hour. Thursday nights at 9 o'clock Eastern Daylight Saving Time. This is Dan Cubberly inviting you to join us July 5th, a week from next Thursday, when we will again bring you The Lineup. This is CBS, the Columbia Broadcasting System.
Welcome back. It's funny, having Howard McNear playing the crazy, out there, bomber guy. And he's best known, for the role of, Floyd the Barber on the Andy Griffith Show. Entirely different career over radio. Alright, well now we move on to listener comments and feedback. And, we have a couple of new app reviews. This one from, the iTunes store. I love this app. I've been listening via the podcast on iTunes for several months and finally decided to spring for the app. I'm delighted with the functionality. As a 30-something mom of 3, I'm increasingly dissatisfied with the entertainment options coming out of Hollywood. Old-time radio is a great option for my family. The host is very enthusiastic and lets his genuine enjoyment in bringing to life these would-be forgotten classic of radio's golden age. I love Let George Do It. The lineup is my least favorite as it seems confusing and rambling and has little similarity to today's lineups we see portrayed on TV. It's definitely different from a lot of the TV lineups, and I think maybe one of the big reason is the focus on it on getting voice tones. And I'm not certain. I've not yet been able to get a look at the TV episodes of the lineup, whether they had so much talking. It may have been to add some realism to the radio show. But thanks for your feedback, Rosa. And Stan says, I love this app. Adam does a great job of hosting this program, and I like the programming and selection of material. Barry emails in, says, just wanted to thank you for your many months of entertainment. Love the commentary and the selection of OTR episodes. Once we get into bed, yes, dog too, we get into relax mode to recoup from the stresses of today's world. We set the sleep timer on iPad for 1 hour, and most of the time we set it again. Anyway, I just wanted to let you know how much we appreciate you in the show. Well, thanks so much, Barry. Your comments are certainly welcome. That will actually do it for today. We will be back on Monday with another case file with yours truly, Johnny Dollar. And join us back here Saturday for another episode of The Lineup. Send your comments to box13 at greatdetectives.net. Follow us on Twitter, Radio Detectives, and Facebook.com/Radio Detectives is our Facebook page. From Boise, Idaho, this is your host, Adam Graham, signing off.